Hey, welcome to Off the Wall. I'm your host, Octoboy, but you can call me Logan.
And I'm your other host, Presto the Magnificent, but you can call me Preston.
Also joining us today is our good friend, GameBlock.
Hello, I am GameBlock, but you can call me Jacob.
And today we are officially starting Season 4. We're talking Summer Games Fest reactions, rewriting Mario Wonder's plot, and giving our predictions for the June Direct. So join us on this episode of Off the Wall. All right, GameBlock. What would you like to promote today? What do you do as a content creator?
I do the YouTube. I have the YouTube channel, GameBlock on YouTube. Subscribe, please. I swear I'm gonna make more videos soon. I have multiple scripted right now. I'm working on it. Ignore the fact that the last one was forever ago and also 2 hours long. That is not the norm.
But if you want to watch a really good 2-hour-long video about the music in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's right there on his channel.
I do have that, and that took forever. That's also why that one was the first video in a while. I swear I'm planning on uploading more regularly in the future. just give me like a week, and it'll start the new rebrand of the channel, and everything's happening. Stuff is happening. I swear.
Yeah, and if you want to see all that stuff happen, we're gonna have a link to his channel in the description below. So definitely go check it out because he makes great content.
Thank you very much.
And we have a little bit more housekeeping of our own. We've got we switched to a new service, distributing service. So you might have noticed, oh yeah, if I'm listening on a podcast platform, there are ads now, and that's just so that we can make more money instead of doing this for free. So that exists. But also, if you want to find the show and you're listening on YouTube and like, oh, these episodes aren't on your podcast platform, it's probably because you're subscribed to the wrong feed. So we have a brand new Off the Wall feed, and I really do encourage you to go just look up Off the Wall. You'll find it, and leaving 5-star reviews on that feed will help us like move that feed in front of the other one. So currently on the new feed, we have 5-star reviews on Spotify and 1 on Apple. So thank you all so much for that. You got to make money to afford your Waluigi tithes, is what Zomber says in chat. And yes, we are doing this live on our Discord, which you can join by clicking the link in the description below. And you can you can listen to stuff live like this, and you can also send in questions, and you can also just chat and have a good time because we have a fun, friendly, mostly non-toxic Discord community. So if you want to go check that out. And if we get 100 people in the Discord, I will be playing Hollow Knight to 112%. And Logan will be playing Animal Crossing to 100%, which includes getting all of the fish and all of the bugs. So
that sounds painful.
I'm scared.
Well, I'm doing Hollow Knight to 112%, and I can't play Metroidvanias. So
Animal Crossing.
have you played Metroid Dread?
I got lost in the demo for Metroid Dread.
Oh my! That's only the first area.
Yeah. So that
Good
shows
luck.
how bad I am at Metroidvania.
Good luck.
Yeah, so if you want to see us suffer, you should join the Discord. It's a fun time. And you want to do I'll do this too, and then you can do the next thing, Logan. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/offthewall, and you can join there for as little as for $1 a month. You can get access to all of our episodes unedited with full pre and post shows. And that's always a lot of fun. You get to hear some stuff that we normally cut out from the show. And then if you join at the $5 tier or above, you get access to an entire another show, which is Off the Wall Side Order, which is releasing every other week. So you're getting twice as much Off the Wall as you normally do. And that's just any random discussion. I think the next episode that we're planning to do for that is breakfast. And if that doesn't tell you how random things are going to get really random. Currently, we have one patron at the $1 tier. That's Monkey Thunder. Thank you so much for supporting us. And Logan, do you want to get the next little bit of housekeeping?
So any amount of Off the Wall is a good Off the Wall, and so you should also be checking out our YouTube channel where we have a bunch of things going on there. We have Preston working on his pros and Joy-Cons videos. He is doing his latest video is on Pepper Grinder, which is a small indie game about this protagonist who has a drill, and it's a really cool art style with an 8-bit theme and everything. So you should
Yep,
definitely go
and
check that out.
Pros and Joy-Cons is over on the Gaming
While
Corner
live
podcast
video.
channel.
Oh,
Yeah, so just making
Yes.
that clear. That's on the Gaming Corner podcast channel. So go check that out.
yes. Our newest Off the Wall live video, we made Preston play Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and this is going to be a multi-episode series. So if you want to check that out, please go ahead. It is hilarious watching Preston get jump scared. Like seriously,
get
I'm not
jump
even
scared.
kidding. It's one of the funniest things in the world.
Here's the thing. I didn't get jump scared by any of the animatronics. I got jump scared by a door.
How do
Well,
you get jump scared by
the
a
thing
door?
is, you got jump scared by a door like a couple times. You got jump
It was
scared
only
by
once.
like the security bots, not the actual animatronics.
How,
And you
Yeah,
did
I'm still
technically
hung
get
up on
scared by
that you got
Moonman.
jump scared by a door. How does that happen?
The door opened on its own.
You'll have to check out the
I thought
video
that I would have
to
to
see
like
for
press the
yourself.
button to open the door, but it opened on its own.
And you didn't get scared by any of the actual jump scares, other than or
No,
like the animatronic
were
ones.
fine. The animatronics were fine. Like they like shook a little bit and then you died. I was like, oh yes, how sad. Anyways, but the door was just so sudden. I wasn't expecting it. Anyway, if you want to watch that, that's
Yeah.
over on the Off the Wall YouTube channel. It's slightly embarrassing for me, but it's an entertaining time. So there we go. And then
And there was
we have 60.
a lot else besides just the jumps. So it's definitely
Yeah.
one that you should check out.
Monster you
All right,
can't see is always
next,
scarier than the one you can see, I think. Yes, you're right. It was an invisible monster that was opening the door. That's why I was scared.
That's true. We also have now 66 subs on YouTube, so we're getting a little bit closer to 100. So make sure to leave us a sub if you're there, if you feel like it and you feel like supporting us. It does mean a lot. So we really appreciate your input.
We already shouted out our Discord, but we're currently at 82 members. So 18 away from
You're quite close.
112%ing Hollow Knight. I'm scared. Yeah.
So again, if you feel like it, please come and join our Discord. It's lots of fun, and you'll make us suffer. And who doesn't love to watch people suffer?
Indeed. That's all of our housekeeping. So we get to move on to... Wait, never mind. This is more housekeeping. What we've been up to recently and what we've been playing. It's more housekeeping, but it's fun housekeeping. I guess I'll start out. I haven't been playing very much, but I've been playing the 2 new games that I picked up. I've been playing Ring Fit Adventure, just working on exercising more, as you do. And then the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake, which I am fully enjoying. I just started Chapter 2, so I'm still not very far into the game, but I am really enjoying all the polish and writing and everything that goes into making that game the great game that it is. That's it.
Awesome. All right, I will go next. First up, obviously, I've been playing more Splatoon. I've been kind of in a craze of it right now, playing it nonstop. Other than that, I've also been playing Hollow Knight, some Cuphead, Star Wars Hunters, which is a new Star Wars game that came out fairly recently. It's pretty fun. I think it has some potential. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, a really good game. Just barely started it back up. Beat Saber, which is a VR game. If you haven't heard of it, then you clearly don't know what VR is. Job Simulator, another VR game, which is pretty fun. You just basically are in a world of robots where humans are long gone and you're simulating the jobs they used to have. And it's not entirely accurate, as you can probably imagine. So it's a fun time. And then lastly, Apex Legends. I have no explanation.
And then I haven't been playing a whole lot either. I've been before Paper Mario Thousand Year Door came out. I played some of Mario RPG. I still need to finish that game, but I have been just playing so much of Thousand Year Door ever since it came out in any of the free time I have, because I don't have a lot of free time right now. I've been on college tours like all summer, but I've been playing a bunch of that. I already beat the game. Currently doing the Pit of 100 Trials, and after I play some more of that game, I want to start up Star Wars Hunters. I was gonna start it up earlier today, and then I realized there are no save blocks in the entire Pit of 100 Trials, so I need to beat that first.
You can't close the game until you finish the Pit of 100 Trials.
Yeah, no, yeah. I hope the Switch 2 lets you open 2 games at once, like you can on PS5, because that'd be nice.
I was not aware that you could open 2 games on PS5 at once. That's cool.
I don't even know how many you can go. Like I've opened 3 before. I don't know how many you can go up to.
Yeah. You literally own a PlayStation 5, Logan. How would you not know this?
I really don't know as much about it as you might think I do.
Got to play more games, apparently. Oh, yes. I guess
Yeah,
Nintendo.
probably.
I picked up a Steam Deck along with a library of like 110 Steam games for $150 from my uncle. So,
Dang.
yeah, it was like very good deal. Like I have
That is
Deathloop,
sweet.
Ghost of Tsushima, Sonic Frontiers again. I have Sonic Frontiers, but not on the Switch, so that's better.
The Summer Games Fest brought a whole lot of different presentations and announcements. Yeah, so Preston, you've probably seen a lot more of it than I have, so maybe you should start us
I
off.
haven't seen everything, but I'm just gonna read out the names and a short summary of all of the games that are announced to come to Switch. So we have this is from the Wholesome Direct. We've got already can't pronounce the first name. Love it. Kamairu, Kamaeru, a frog refuge, which is on Switch right now. It's like a cozy frog farming sim. Then we have Critter Cafe, which is a cozy like puzzle cafe game that's coming out eventually on Switch. Then we have Discounty, which actually I thought looked pretty good. It's got some nice pixel art and the just basically you're making a gigantic you're just making a giant Walmart pretty much. So it's Walmart Simulator the game, except for it's got like it's an RPG too. So
This game of the year right there.
Walmart the game
Simulator.
Yeah, it says manage your own supermarket, explore the tight knit community of Blomcast, build friendships, or make enemies as you uncover the town's secrets in this cozy management sim RPG. So like there is a story to it as well, but the meat of the gameplay is managing. Definitely not Walmart. Then they also Moonstone Island is also coming on Switch later this month, and that's like a Stardew Valley plus Pokemon style thing. It's got like card RPG based mechanics, and that looked pretty cool. Garden of the Sea is a first person cozy Garden of the Sea game. Yes. Can you tell these are all in the Wholesome Direct because they're all like that sort of idea? Minami Lane is a game where you manage things. I'm not actually, wait. It's a cozy casual management sim that has a cute art style. Caravan Sandwich is probably one of the things on the Wholesome Direct that actually like stood out the most to me. It's a third-person like adventure RPG where you land as in the blurb it says you play as Hallis, who's crash landed on a desert planet. You need to call mom so she can come pick you up, but the radio tower is so far away. So basically, you're just exploring a desert-like planet and doing a lot of fun things. And the game looks good. So there's that. Free Ride is. I'll read the blurb again. Free Ride is a game about you. Board a train to the spirit world in our oddball RPG where you make friends, use telekinesis, find secrets, consume ice cream, and chart your own path. Each character is uniquely troubled, and in helping them find their way, you must find yourself too. And that has a demo out on Switch right now, and it has a very interesting art style. It's chunky, is how I describe it. But it's
like N64 chunky or
like I'd say it's closer to PlayStation. It's very
okay.
Low, yeah.
None of the pictures are loading for me for some reason on my computer, so I can't see it.
They're all videos. I'm on Nintendo Live right now.
Oh wait, they're loading out. Never mind then. Okay.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
They showed up.
So that's Oddball RPG. There you go. Then there's On Your Tail, sleuthy story-driven 3D life sim where you play as a furry. That's a game. It looks like a fun detective game, but that's about all I can say about it.
Like,
You gonna say something or? Sally is a game where you craft, cook, farm, build. Okay, it's a farming sim. After Love, a slice of life adventure. Oh, it's by the guys who made Coffee Talk, so it's like a visual. Oh, Machapon. This one was very short. It's very Japanese coded, but it reminds me of something like uh, Chibi Robo. You're like a toy who's like platforming around a big house. And that looked pretty good. And there's I'm still scrolling. Petite Island, which is that also has a demo on Switch, and that's just a
Yep.
nice little.
I like the art style.
Yeah, I was. It's very. I don't know if you have you ever played Little Gator Game or Little Gator Game. Just seen it.
I've seen a bunch of footage of it. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of it. Which in turn
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of the Wind Waker HD with the lighting engine that they revamped.
Yeah,
For that.
it's that.
It looks a lot like Wind Waker HD's lighting and like the cell shading and everything.
Yeah, and that says welcome to Petite Island.
There's less so
Live-
cell shading here, but Little Gator
Yeah.
has a bunch.
Yeah. Relive your grandpa, but because of like PAW paw, funny. Youthful adventures by exploring the island and capturing beautiful photos in this open world photo exploration game. So it's a game where you just wander around an island and take photos, and it's like a little cozy game. And there's a demo for that on the Switch, I believe, right now. I don't actually know, but there might be. It might be on Steam only. There is a demo somewhere. Pine, A Story of Loss just looks depressing. It's a game about loss. It's about a woodworker whose wife died. That's the whole premise of the game. Yep.
Womp womp.
What do you mean womp womp? This man's wife just
I
died.
don't know. I don't know. It seemed appropriate in the moment.
it is
My
indeed.
wife died. I'm stuck in the woods being a lumberjack. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
I'm never gonna be able to see any footage from that game anymore without just thinking womp womp.
You're welcome for that, Ben.
Well, shipper.
There's also Ringo's Roundup, a game where you play as a bunny and you deliver mail. It's like a puzzle game. It's isometric, moving around puzzle game. Yay. The star named Eos, we've actually seen footage from that before, and it's like it's a photographer game. Got a lot of photography games. It's like that, you know.
Woohoo!
Woohoo. And then Times and Galaxy, which is a visual novel. Yay. Okay, so that's the Wholesome Direct. Those are all the games.
Nintendo Switch has games.
Well, Nintendo Switch has games. You can't. Honestly, I'm just like the biggest thing for the Wholesome Direct is a game called Screenbound, which I'm not going to talk about in the actual thing because it's not announced for Switch. But I'll talk. I'm definitely going to be talking about that in the post show because that game is insane. But that's not coming to Switch. Looking at Day of the Devs, we have a Ranger, which is the coming to Switch on July 25th, and that's like it's the one where you move the floor tiles around to move the character. Like you don't actually move left or right; you move the floor tiles left or right, and it's like an RPG. Looks very interesting. It's advertised as a role puzzling adventure, so that's coming. Fear the Spotlight is the next game, and that's by Blumhouse, like the movie studio. They started a games studio, and this is their first project. It's called Fear the Spotlight, and it's developed by Cozy Game Pals. Man, I love horror games developed by Cozy Game Pals. It's a very like PS1 blocky 90s horror game, and that's coming to Switch sometime this year. And you also have Psychroma, which is a pixel art horror game where you have to piece together your memories and understand how to break the current time loop you're stuck in. And that's coming late this year. And that's like a cyberpunk plus unsettling, weird horror game. So if you like that, then you can play weird horror game. I'm not going to, but
You can
Go
play
ahead.
weird horror game. I agree.
yes. Only you can fight forest fires. Nah, man. Only you can light forest fires. That's what I'm moving on.
Only on the
Forest
Wii U.
fires you can light you.
Do you want to light forest fires? Only on the Wii U. You need to have the gamepad functionality.
Out of context, this sounds horrible.
Forest Fire launches on the Nintendo Wii U system 2026.
A forest fire is coming to your Wii U. Check your local GameStop to get 20% off.
As a bonus, your house can even burn down.
Yeah, get the City Fire DLC for only $29.99.
With the arson bundle included.
What is this bit?
I don't know, man. Only you can light forest fires, but it's not you as YOU, it's you as the Wii U, like, U logo. I need somebody to just create that. Just like the old Smokey the Bear sign, except for it's Mario holding a flamethrower. Only you can light forest fires. Also, that might be the title of this episode, just by the way.
I may
next
or
thing-
may not be making that logo now.
Be
I'm
quiet, I was doing that first.
I'm like, it'd be funny if somebody did this and both of the people on the episode are like, did I hear the funny? We are doing the funny.
The funny?
Speaking of arson, a little to the left is getting DLC on June 25th. It's Seeing Stars, which has lots of new things, and little to the left is like a puzzle game, so yay. Good for that. And then we already called out After Love EP. So that's everything from Day of the Devs that's officially confirmed to be coming to Switch. The forest fire going.
Yay!
Let's go.
It's going good. It's going good.
Did you bring the gasoline?
I am like halfway.
No, I
I'm
didn't
like
bring
halfway
I didn't
done.
bring the gasoline, but I did bring the matches.
Well, that's not going to be enough. If you really want a podcast while lighting an entire forest on fire, you kind of need more than just matches.
But are you sure about that? When there's a will, there's a way.
When there's a wah, there's a way.
Exactly.
True.
Moving on, because there's so many games that were announced. Nidoriko the Magical World. This is the future game showcase now. That's like a almost Crash Bandicoot inspired 3D platformer, except for it's also a 2D platformer at some points. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a Crash Bandicoot inspired 3D.
It's a platformer.
Yep.
It's a platformer.
Yep, that's for sure. It does look very Crash Bandicoot in its art style, though. So that was the thought that I had. And we got Farlands, which is a farming sim. It's in space.
Minecraft?
It's farming sim in space.
Yo.
I didn't know
Incredible.
Minecraft had space.
This isn't.
I guess that's where they put the Farlands. That makes sense.
Is Farlands a? Oh yeah, that's the. Isn't that the Minecraft thing where like if you walk so far to the border, then everything just
Yeah,
starts glitching.
it was an old glitch, I think.
Yeah, it was an
It had
old
to do
thing
with
where
like integer rounding or something.
yeah, if you went like roughly like 12 million blocks away from your spawn point in old Minecraft, you would get to the far lands where it like breaks your controls and like the terrain is weird.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's not what this is referencing, I'm assuming. I think it's just called that. Next game is it's part of the title, so I'm allowed to say it. Hell of an Office. It is a so if you've ever played Neon White or seen gameplay of Neon White, it's sort of like a first-person platformer game that's like really intense and really wacky. The whole premise is that your office has turned into literal heck. It using like a stapler for weapons and stuff. It's kind of funny. So it's just like a fast first-person narrative, not narrative, maybe narrative. It's a first-person platformer in the vein of something like Neon White. So that looks. Dredge is getting DLC again. The Iron Rig DLC, which is coming August 15th. I don't know anything about Dredge, so nice.
It's one of the games.
It's one of the games, that's for sure. Anton Blast. Now this is one that I actually do really want to play. So it's by Summit Spear, who developed Annalyn, which is a game that I really like. If you've seen gameplay of Pizza Tower, I know like probably shouldn't be comparing this to Pizza Tower because that's what everybody does. It's like that style of game. It's really fast paced, frenetic, really rough around the edges, but it looks really cool, and it's coming to Switch on November 12th. And it just has a lot of personality and game look good. That's my thoughts on Anton Blast. And that's not everything because we still have more stuff. I thought that was the end, but it was just ad. Sword of the Necromancer Resurrection. I don't know what this game is. This looks like a RPG. Nice. Good for them.
Oh wait, that doesn't have anything to do with Crypt of the Necromancer or Necrodance. Wait, never mind. Ignore me. That's a different game entirely.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the Cadence of Hyrule.
I just saw GameBlock just posted Mario setting fire to the Wii U logo,
Mario.
which is absolutely beautiful, and
This is my life's work.
I will be saving that and using it in the thumbnail. Just by the way,
I thought about actually like putting work into something to make it like actually being held in Mario's hands, but I got lazy, so I just slapped it on a
like,
Mario plus Rabbids render.
That's literally what it is. It's just the Mario plus Rabbids like flamethrower gun, and it looks quite good.
Instead of the thing, I just got a PNG of a flamethrower.
It's just a random flamethrower. Zomber in chat says it's beautiful. Yeah, so that's gonna be in the thumbnail. If you want to check out GameBlock's beautiful art, you've probably seen it already. That's incredible.
Hang on, you still need to see mine. Wait a minute. I'm not done yet, so keep going. But I'll be done in a minute.
Yep, Sword of the Necromancer is not related to Crypt of the Necrodancer. It is a game.
Sadly.
First Dwarf is a base building, tower defense, action, mech suit survival game. If that sounds interesting to you, look up First Dwarf. It's coming to Switch. Shim actually looks really cool. The whole premise of this is that you're a shadow and you go around the entire world jumping from shadow to shadow. So it's like a platformer, but you're just like as a kid, you ever play those games where like, oh, you can only step on shadows, so you have to like jump from shadow to shadow. That's literally what this is, except for you are part of the shadow. I'm saying shadow a lot. But Shim, it looks really cool, and it's coming on July 8th.
It's the year of shadow, though.
Yeah, it's the year of shadow. So we got Shim. If you 100% the game and get all 100 million power, then you can really just unlock Shadow the Hedgehog as a playable character. You can jump from shadow to shadow using shadow.
Beautiful.
I take it back. This is game of the year. It's no longer Walmart Simulator.
It's no longer discounty. It is now Shin. But that game actually does look really good. So that's another one that I'd actually be interested in picking up, maybe. And there we go. Finally, that is as. Okay, no, there's one more. There's one more direct. Logan, do you want to go for this one because you actually watched this direct?
Yes, I would, as soon as I find where I can find it. Hang on.
Nintendo Switch has games.
No, you
Nintendo
wait.
Switch does games. I'm
Switch has
hoping
even more
you are
games.
referring to the
Devolver.
Devolver Direct, because that's the one
So,
I'm looking up.
The Devolver Digital Direct, they basically put on a 20-minute mini movie with game announcements in the middle. It was an experience. I don't know how to describe what actually happened in it. You kind of just have to watch it yourself. But there was also no Plucky Squire, which is like the one Devolver game that I'm really looking forward to. So I was, yeah. But there was a couple cool announcements. So Logan, you can go over that. Every year is the year of Shadow. Every year is the year of Waluigi.
I am
Get that
still
right.
looking for a good website that shows a list of announcements coming to Switch.
Waluigi.
I put the announcements in the doc. They're just right there in the doc.
Oh, okay. Sweet. We have Cult of the Lamb multiplayer confirmed. I have still never played that, but now might be the right chance. So, yeah, that's cool for those people who like that game. I know it's very popular, so that's probably a big one. Tenjutsu. I have no idea. I don't remember anything about these games, to be
This is the
honest.
one that was developed by the developers of Dead Cells, and it's a roguelike like action game like a la Hades, but it's also a city management simulator at the same time.
Can you build a Walmart?
Yeah.
You can give food to Walmart. I don't think you can actually build one though.
0 out of 10. It's not a Walmart simulator.
0
I
out
mean,
of
that's
10
fair.
for Walmart.
Possessors, that was also a game that was about things.
That was the
Mhm.
one that was the Metroidvania by the development team of I'm forgetting already. I will have that in like 30 seconds. It is maybe a bit more than 30 seconds. By Harvesting, the developers of like Hyperlight Drifter and Solar Ash. There you go. That's Possessors, and that's so Tenjutsu and
Yay.
Possessors say that they're coming to consoles, but they didn't specifically specify Switch. But they probably are coming to Switch, or at least the Switch's successor. Yay! Okay, now we're done. We're done with Summer Games Fest. We can throw that out the window. We don't need it, except for we forgot that they announced a Horizon game, Lego game that's coming to the Switch.
Oh, actually, yeah, that looks sick. That looks sick.
Ooh, yeah. That does look cool.
That
I've never been.
I really like. I don't know what engine they're using, if they're reusing the one from Skywalker Saga, but it looks really nice. I think they might have done a new engine because, like, the lighting, if anything, the lighting engine is completely
It's a different
different.
development team from the Skywalker Saga. I think it's because
It's not TT Games?
Yeah, it's because TT Games lost like 100% ownership of Lego games after Skywalker Saga. I think it might actually be an in-house.
Wait, you mean they lost having 100%, or they lost all of their rights? Sorry.
No, they can still make, like, they can still, Traveler Sales can still.
Okay, that's what I was meaning. Okay. Oh, Traveler. I always forget they're actually called Traveler Sales. I just always call them TT Games.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is not a TT Games game. We're referencing Lego Horizon.
I really like how it looks.
Yeah. Granted, that's also the PlayStation 5 version of the game. No guarantee.
True, but like I think I like the lighting a lot better than, like, I have the PS5 version of the Skywalker Saga, and, like, I don't know, this looks like the lighting style of the Lego movie and, like, the Lego animations that they do, rather than TT Games always tries to make it look like actually plasticky, which like sometimes works, but, like, nah.
No, yeah, I agree. It has a lot more of a cinematic feel, especially the boss fight that we get to see at the end of the trailer. Like that looks sick.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely picking this up. I still need to finish Horizon Zero Dawn. I know this isn't Nintendo, but like it came with my PS4 a while ago, and I never ended up finishing it because I got stuck in one area. But I had a good time with what I played.
Yeah, and it's just really interesting the fact that, oh yeah, PlayStation is bringing a first-party PlayStation IP over to Nintendo Switch, which is it's weird.
Nintendo Switch has games.
Nintendo Switch has PlayStation games. Just the one though.
All the games. Soon Nintendo Switch will just have every game. I'm calling it. They're gonna all have. We're gonna have Starfield on Nintendo Switch, and it's gonna run at 2 FPS, but it'll be there.
It will be there. Will it be good there? No, but it will be there.
They never said Nintendo Switch has good games. They just said Nintendo Switch has games.
That's the funniest part of that slogan to me. It's like, not Nintendo Switch has the best, not Nintendo Switch. Now you're playing with power. No, it's just, yeah, Nintendo Switch has games. Definitely.
I mean, to be fair, the Wii U did not have that many games for a lot of its life cycle, so this seems like a step in the right direction.
The Wii U did not get any third-party support, but the Nintendo Switch has games. Like,
It does.
Almost like that's the whole purpose of a console.
to have games. Crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
But yeah, I think it's a good move for PlayStation, honestly, just because Switch has such a big user base compared to PlayStation, so that gives like especially kids who are like, oh yeah, Lego game. I don't know what Horizon is, but it's Lego, so I'll go get it.
And it introduces more people to the IP,
Exactly.
and then they might buy a PlayStation later to play the game.
Exactly. So that's kind of like I get their strategy there, and it's smart releasing like a quote unquote smaller game like this one as opposed to a full big game, because then you have to I have to get a PlayStation 5 so I can get Horizon. I keep wanting to say Zero Mission, but then that's the Metroid game. Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah.
There's also, I'm pretty sure the new one is Forbidden West.
Forbidden West is the other
That's
one.
the PS5 one.
Yeah. But yeah. And that, I think, there was also a new trailer for Sonic X Shadow Generations, but it didn't really show anything that we hadn't already seen. So,
Oh, there was some cool stuff though about that was revealed. Like I think it was an interview afterwards. It's kind of like Bowser's Fury, from what I've heard. Like there's the main Sonic Generations area, which would be like the 3D world portion, and then the Shadow portion. It's all the levels are apparently connected by a quote unquote open zone thing, like the areas in Sonic Frontier. So it's
Oh.
almost like a small little open world area, like Bowser's Fury. Now, I don't know if the actual levels are in that open world or if it's just an open world that acts basically as an open world map. But if they're actually in that open world, that would be sick.
yeah, that would be insane.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
cool.
because I really liked what they did with the open world in Sonic Frontiers. So if you did that for Shadow, like that is, I would be very happy about that. It's sort
Yeah.
of like Odyssey.
Also,
is...
the game just
Sorry, continue.
sorry, you go.
Okay, I was gonna say like.
Oh, I think I might be
Odyssey...
delayed like a few seconds.
Yeah, I think we all are. I was going to say, so Odyssey is like, so 3D World came out and then Odyssey came out, and the Bowser's Fury came out and took what worked in Odyssey and put it into Bowser's Fury. And I feel like if the Shadow thing does what worked in Frontiers and put it into Shadow story, that could work.
Generations.
Yeah.
And in the boost formula.
Yeah. And I think it could be really cool. So I'm actually looking forward to that a lot more
The
now.
game also looks really nice. Like I know it hasn't really changed that much graphically from the PS3 version, but like that game still holds up weirdly well today. Like the lighting and everything, like, it looks like a modern game.
No, yeah, Generations definitely holds up visuals wise. I don't really like I played Generations, and it's very much the boost era, like Sonic Colors style of gameplay, which isn't my personal favorite, but I know other people enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, there we go. Now we are officially done with everything that happened in the Summer Games Fest. There's a lot of stuff, and we're gonna have a lot more stuff next week with the Nintendo Direct. But there you go. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment.
Hopefully,
we
the
did it.
Nintendo Direct is.
Yeah. So definitely a lot of good things to look forward to, and a lot of things that I had no clue even existed.
Yep. But that's
Yep.
it's kind of cool being able to the games that you don't
Sorry.
know exist.
You go.
Yeah, it is
guess.
kind of cool, like getting a look into like some of the other things happening in the gaming world, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Logan, do you want to call out our next segment?
Yes. So that is it for the Nintendo news. We are going to move on to our community questions. I'll go ahead and read the first one. We have from the news guy, aka Monkey Thunder, which Nintendo Direct is your favorite? That is very tough.
Ooh. Was it summer of last year that had like Mario Wonder, and then they also announced
Mario RPG,
Yeah,
Luigi's
Mario
Mansion 2 HD, Princess Peach Showtime.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one
Yeah.
where like before that everyone was like there's no Mario anything, and then Nintendo's just like fine, here's your Mario.
you don't
Yep.
have anything for the rest of
That
2023 now that Tears of the Kingdom has come out. Nintendo, hold my mushroom drink. I don't know.
that was June 21st. I took some notes on some of the ones I was considering. That was June 21st of last year.
Yeah, and I'm like trying because that direct was absolutely wonderful. There was also the direct that showed off.
That
No
Direct
pun
was
intended.
really good.
Yeah, wonderful. Exactly. There was also the direct that showed off vehicles in
Tears of the Kingdom. That was shoot. I want to say that was
I think that
early
was
2023.
Yeah, that sounds
no,
right.
I think that was February. Yeah, I think that was February 2023.
The original 2017 Switch presentation I really loved, and also just from Metroid Dread E3 2021. But like my favorite has got to be the Mario 35th Anniversary Direct. I don't know if that counts because it's not a general direct, but like that is I know I'm fairly new to being a Nintendo fan because of this, but that is what made me a Nintendo fan.
No, yeah, 2020 was like my first year of actually being a Nintendo fan, and like all the lead up into that was insane.
Yeah.
And just the fact that
Absolutely.
we got
Also
3D
Mario
All-Stars.
35.
Yeah, we got 3D All Stars. We got Mario 35, which was awesome, and I'm sad that it's gone. But then we also got
They need to bring it back for the
Well,
Mario 40th anniversary.
yeah.
They really should, and just add like 5 more people.
Super Mario World 40
Ooh.
or something like just
Ooh.
not or just
Do
Mario.
Mario.
Maybe they go like Mario Bros 3, then they do Mario World for the 45th or something.
And that would give a lot more like level variety and stuff if they did 3 in World. Be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think the biggest thing for me in that direct was the announcement of Bowser's Fury, which was so hype for me in the 3D World remake. And as a person who watched a lot of Switch stuff, I was really, I was really hyped up by the 3D World remake. Because if you don't know, that's Thomas from Switch Stop. That's like his favorite game of all time. Only you can light forest
You're welcome.
fires.
Is it just uploaded as the audio to YouTube, or is there a video along with it? Because if so, this needs to be put in the video.
Yeah,
Or on the thumbnail.
Yeah, I'll put them both in the thumbnail because it's just audio with a thumbnail, and then I have like the thumbnail be
Okay.
Maybe I can like combine them together somehow. I'll workshop it. Because yeah, listeners, you need to see this. It is absolutely incredible, and I love it. Another direct, not one that I personally watched live because I wasn't a Nintendo fan at that point, but the Everyone Is Here Smash Bros. Direct that like
Oh
showed
yeah,
off.
I've gone back and watched so
Oh,
many
yeah, that
reactions
one
of
was
that. Like that's
good.
actually it was insane. I didn't become a huge even after I was like a Nintendo fan. I didn't really become a huge like I didn't know what Smash Bros. Really was that much until the Sora announcement. And like then even then I was like, oh wow, everybody's talking about a new Smash Bros. Character. A lot of people want it to be Sora, and I look it up in the middle of my geometry class, and I'm like, oh, it was Sora.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I
Yeah.
don't know the significance of that. And then and then I learned a bunch about the game, and I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Announcements is like its own different category other than Direct for me. I think still the one that broke my brain the most was like waking up one day in the middle of COVID and just getting on my computer, turning on YouTube, and just seeing Steve from Minecraft was in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That broke
Yeah,
my
Steve
brain
was
so
so hyped.
much.
I actually got to watch the trailer live. Steve that was so nuts. But I still don't think any other Smash announcement will compare to seeing Inklings in Smash. That just broke my brain
Well,
beyond compare.
that's because you're a Splatoon fan.
I'm a
I,
Splatoon
I
The
fan,
way they did that
but
reveal was
still, the
also
fact that
like
Inklings got into Smash and the way they referenced the original E3 Splatoon trailer, it was so good.
I really like how they did that reveal just because like they going back I watched it actually recently. They did a segment on Splatoon 2. And then they're like that's all we have about Splatoon. And then they move into the one more thing and it's
And it
more
was
Splatoon. And
Oh, that's funny.
I watched a bunch of reactions and they were like why is there more Splatoon? Like literally every single person I watched.
You literally said that's all you have for Splatoon like 3 seconds ago.
Yeah. Wasn't that literally also after Octo expansion, which was also very high?
Maybe I don't know. I didn't play Octo
I'm
I'm
expansion.
pretty sure that was
I've heard good
after
things
Octo
about it.
expansion.
Yeah, I
Octo
played Octo.
expansion is
It was
the
good.
best thing to come out of the Splatoon franchise ever, and it is one of my favorite pieces of video game ever. It is so good.
It was too hard.
I
It was hard. I
all
didn't like it. I liked it, but it was hard.
all the Smash Bros. All the Smash Bros. Reveals though, like I feel like Sakurai has some creative control because
Yeah.
there's no way, like specifically with like the King K. Rule and like the Banjo Kazooie stuff, like
Banjo one,
he
yeah.
knows. And like even like the Ridley thing where it says
Yeah.
Ridley hits the big time, like it's referencing like they always said, "Oh, Ridley's too big to be added to Smash. We
Yeah.
can't add him."
Like
Like I don't
I
know.
think
Like,
he was like,
I like all the
"Oh,
references and
this
nods to the
always
fans.
happened." Yeah. Zombra in chat says there's something
Okay,
to
and
be said
also,
about Snake coming back too. And like that's true. Just like
yeah.
again with Everyone Is Here, it's like you brought back all the characters that weren't in Smash 4 from Brawl. Like Pichu is here, Dr. Mario is here. Like, okay, I'm not gonna complain. And then you had like big things like Snake
Okay,
coming.
yeah, Snake
And
coming
then
back
it
is
starts to
big.
set in like literally everyone is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably another really good reveal was actually Joker from Persona. Back then when he got revealed, like I didn't know diddly squat about Persona, but now that I like know more about it and I look back on it, that was actually a pretty darn hype reveal. And Joker is still such a cool character in the game. Like he has so many unique things, like his stage is probably one of my favorites in the whole game. And like the all the different unique things with his wing animation and everything, it's so cool.
That's true. He just has a lot of style, Joker does. Oh, there's also something to be said about
Yeah.
the Sephiroth reveal trailer. Because it
Oh,
fooled
yeah.
literally everybody into thinking Sephiroth killed Mario? What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so nuts. Mario just
Oh.
dies so many times. Like I lost my mind when I saw that sword going through him. I'm like, what? Nintendo, what are you doing?
Also though, they somehow did the only thing that could make everybody hype about a Mii costume. Sans.
Sans
Yeah,
Undertale.
that Yeah, you have Sans from Undertale, you have Cuphead, you have freaking like
Yeah,
Fallout
Cuphead
Boy,
too.
or Vault
Yeah,
Boy.
they made the Mii costumes like actually worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I have quite a few.
Squid
Like the
Sisters are
creeper
also really good too.
and the pig. Tails is in there. I just find it really funny when like you mix and match them, so you have like the creeper body and then Doom Guy's head on top. You can get some wacky stuff down. Oh, another one, the Kazuya reveal trailer where he just like throws everybody off the edge, and then at the end,
Oh yeah, I
Kirby.
like
Yeah.
the Kirby bit at the end.
That had me laughing so hard. Kirby just coming back up.
Yeah.
All those reveal trailers are pretty much just like
Oh,
Smash Bros. Shorts, and I love it for that.
also, didn't
Mhm.
Sakurai like tweet out like Waluigi is returning as an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like just to mess with everyone? I
He
think.
did.
Wow.
Or was that?
Smash
I know
Zero's
he did that on
Sakurai.
For Smash 4 on Miiverse, but I'm not
I
sure
think
if he did.
I
I
think he
think he
tweeted
tweeted
it.
it out again for.
Yeah.
That
Masahiro
mad
Sakurai.
lad.
Waluigi is returning as an assist trophy. Like, every single time. And actually, we just basically talked about, so the news guys asked what Nintendo Direct is your favorite, and we talked about that, and then Riolu asked what is your favorite Smash character reveal trailer. That was literally the next question. So we talked about that
Oh
too.
well.
Well, we covered that already.
Yeah. I just found it funny that we already just went into that. Uh the next question is also from Riolu, who asks, what is your least favorite Direct?
Oh.
Mm.
What was that
I
one
would
really?
say. I,
Any mini or partner showcase, like
Yeah,
honestly.
there was a
do those
really lame
count?
partner showcase in like 2020. Well, for
I
counting,
remember there was one direct that was like all farming sims, but I can't remember which one it is.
yeah, but that one still had some good, like,
Yeah, because
I
that was still like an actual general direct, so it had good stuff. But
what I would say mine is for a general out of the general directs, my least favorite would probably be February 9th, 2022. It didn't necessarily it was also ironically one of my most hype directs because it had like mouthful mode for Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC.
so good.
But other than that, it also had Nintendo Switch Sports and Mario Strikers Battle League, two games I was so hyped for, and that ended up being so bad.
Switch Sports is still pretty good.
No, it's
Mario
not.
Strikers just Mario Strikers. The gameplay is fun. It's just way lacking in content, and I do still enjoy Switch Sports.
Okay, I Mario Strikers, I actually do love the gameplay, but there's just not enough to keep players engaged. Like the way they released it was just horrible. And then for Switch Sports,
Mhm.
I'll admit there is some fun to be had, but you can't make a game in the Wii Sports series and cut sports for one, if like from the original Wii Sports at least. Like I feel like they should have at least had the original ones, all of them.
Well, I mean,
That might be I'm a
Resort,
little bit
Resort,
angry because I love the baseball one.
yeah, Resort didn't
Fair,
have base.
Resort didn't, but I feel like it should have at least had as many sports as Resort. And then I just wanted baseball. But also, speaking of Resort, they didn't bring back Woohoo Island. I wanted to be able to like free roam Woohoo Island and like discover secrets. I have like a dream Wii Sports game, and like also the gameplay for all the new sports. I don't enjoy it very much. Like I tried going back to it recently. It's just not fun in my opinion.
Okay,
I do
those
have
are
a lot.
fair arguments, but in
It's a
my
good
opinion,
game.
I think it makes more sense for it to like not be completely the same. I think it's better for like Nintendo to be like moving in a new direction because it's not Wii Sports, it's Switch Sports. And so I like that it has a different feel. And I like that there are some different sports and I like that it's a new area because it feels like its own unique game while still being a new entry in the series.
Oh, I almost forgot. I also hate the sports mates.
You can still
I
use
hate them.
these.
I don't care. I hate them.
I don't hate the
Just
sports
like
modes. I prefer
I actually-
I despise them.
My only problem with the sports mates is that you can only use some of the outfits if you do a sports mate.
You mean me?
I-
You can only use some of the outfits if you do a me.
Yeah.
I wish they still had the normal because the me head on the sport mate body looks weird. Why can't they just have the me's? Like I know
I
I'm
would
making a
say that
mountain
I
out of
feel
a
like
molehill here, but like I want a Wii Sports game. If you're gonna make a game that's not meant to feel like the other Wii Sports games, don't say literally as you're revealing the trailer, a new game in the Wii Sports series is coming to Nintendo Switch. That's what they said.
It is the basic
well,
idea. It's
yeah,
not the basic tone. Is I think the difference.
It feels like a different style of sports game entirely, though. Like
But the
maybe
motion
just
it's
call it
still a motion
Nintendo.
controlled sports game, and the motion controls are still very similar to the original. So like,
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
I
will
want
agree
them to
on
make
your
another
Mario
Wii Sports
Strikers.
game and
Battle League.
it to be good.
Yeah, I agree. We should get a Switch
Anyway,
Sports.
with
Like
that rant aside, I'm gonna stop hating on Switch Sports for the time being now.
Mario Strikers Battle League. That sucks. That is.
I like
It
Uh,
the
has
game.
good
It's just there's
both of
nowhere
those
near
games
enough
have good
content.
music though.
no, I'm
Oh yeah,
not like they have good music.
definitely.
Yeah, but it's just the gameplay that's the issue. But like I'll give credit where credit's due. Both those games have really great soundtracks. Oh, also Mario Strikers Battle League has amazing animations.
Yeah,
Next Level Games like did an
Well, that's
insanely good
yeah.
job
next
with that.
level
Next
games.
level
You can
games.
expect
Yeah, like
that from them.
yeah.
And I actually really liked. I actually think Battle League's gameplay was fine. I think the problem was that it didn't have any content. It was just like, yep, you've got the main game, you've got the online game, and you can go onto the online game and get a bunch of different gear, and that's it. There are no extra mini games, no
Yeah.
extra modes. Like, it just feels lacking.
Yeah, and there's very little replayability even with the main gameplay. This is kind of making me
Yeah.
want to play Battle League again, to be honest.
That was February 2022. Yeah, but that one did have the mouthful mode trailer, which was one of
Yeah,
the
that's the only thing that like gives me pause about like do I really hate this direct that much? I
But
just feel like there was disappointment.
yeah, there wasn't a lot of like we had Live Alive and Klonoa Fantasy Reverie, which are both games that I own. That's about it. Like Metroid Dread got an update. Nice. Oh wait, never mind. We
Was
can't
that
call
Dread
this
mode?
bad.
Or
Yeah, that was Dread mode. We can't call this direct bad.
okay.
This is the
Oh,
direct
what
that
happened?
announced Booster Course Pass.
Oh wait.
You
Yeah,
can't
that's
you can
oh
call this
yeah, that's why I said it was one of my most hype directs as well. It's just there was so much disappointment. But yeah, no
yeah.
booster course. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Booster course pass. That okay. I'm gonna answer the next question then, I guess. But that is literally my most hype direct announcement. I think.
Seriously, I think I like screamed at the TV when I was watching that.
I wasn't reacting to it because
Same.
my parents were working, so like I couldn't record, but I literally had to like cover my mouth to keep myself from screaming because that was like the coolest thing. And then it ended up looking like Mario Kart Tour graphically, but it
Yeah.
got better.
And
I
it got better, and the
I am
cast design is still great. So
yeah.
So
other than
Also,
my
I'm
thing with
I'm slightly
my thing with
afraid
it
for
was like
what?
it was like really hype and like it was like, oh, Coconut Mall and stuff, that's really cool. And but then it hits me with the 48 courses. I'm like, what?
I know.
yeah, that's what
Like
broke
that
me.
that was just
New Mario
insane.
Kart courses, new Mario 48.
Yeah, like at that point, it's just
Me.
a new Mario Kart game added to Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, I'm slightly afraid for whenever the next Mario Kart game gets announced for my health because I was so insanely hyped for DLC for a 10-year-old game that if they make another Mario Kart game, I am worried that I'm going to have like a heart attack or something.
We can talk about that in our direct
Mhm.
predictions.
Oh, true.
I may be written down for something.
I don't think they're doing it, but like
I have it written down for one thing.
in at least in this direct. Yeah.
I think
I'm trying to
I'm-
like look at other directs
So,
that were
since
slower
you
for
took-
me.
you took Mario Kart, so I'm not gonna copy yours. And honestly, one that was like on the same level for me was the announcement of a 3D Kirby game. Broke me.
I didn't
Yeah.
know the significance of that until later, but like Forgotten Land is honestly it is an amazing game. Like seriously, just
It is
I
the-
went back to play some of it more recently. It is so good.
Yeah, Forgotten Land has no issues with it. It is pretty much a perfect game on every level. And
Also, the Kirby soundtracks are always so good. I know I'm going off about a soundtrack again, but like the
no,
music of that game is
right.
amazing.
Like the best part about Forgotten Land to
Mhm.
me was most Kirby games, they just take older themes like from Adventure or Superstar or like even the first game, and then they reuse them and they make remixes, and they're like good remixes, and then they add some of their own new themes as well, and then those get added on in the next games. Forgotten Land is completely
Yeah.
original. Like no reused
Except
themes.
for Roar of DDD.
Well, yeah, that's true, but that's like the character theme. But
Yeah.
they for the
Yeah.
most part, like usually the overworld theme is just, oh yeah, it's a remix of Green Greens. But no, it's completely new, like Blue Breeze just hitting hard, the anime intro opening, everything in that soundtrack is amazing to me. House of Horrors,
Yeah.
Welcome to Wondaria.
Forgotten Beach, I think is what one of them is
Forgotten
called.
Beach?
That one is great for the background of videos. So I love that one.
Yeah, that one's at a lot of videos actually. Yeah, just anyway, sorry about I will rant about
Wait,
Forgotten Land
hang on,
for
guys.
this
Let's be
podcast.
honest. Let's be honest. The best track, the best the best theme in Forgotten Land, it's got to be the Invincible theme. How it's like a freaking heavy metal remix. It's so good.
It's the best version of the Invincible thing, like hands down.
Yeah.
Like
It
My
goes
only
so
complaint
hard.
about my only complaint about the game is that they didn't record it with live instruments. All of it synthesized. Like it could sound even better if they actually recorded it with live instruments.
I agree. I hope that they do that, and
That is true.
I think that they said they're going to do this, but I really hope that the next Kirby game is like the next mainline one is also in this 3D style. Like
I think they
really,
did say something like that.
Yeah. I really do enjoy 2D Kirby games. Like again, my favorite Kirby game is Return to Dreamland, which is 2D, and then Superstar, Planet Robobot. They're all great, but there's already a
But
lot
like
of
the
them.
3D, like it's just there's something just really great about the 3D games. Also, they sell better. I'm pretty sure Forgotten Land actually sold really well for a Kirby game, if I remember correctly.
Best. Like I may be wrong, but I think it's the best. Yeah, it's the best selling game in the entire franchise. 7.5 million units.
I would not be surprised.
Like compare that to Star Allies, which was the brand new Kirby game at the Switch's launch. Well, not launch, but it was opening year.
It has less than half, I think, right?
Yeah, Star Allies has only 4.3 million copies. So that's like 3 million less, and it came out 5 years earlier, which is just insane.
Not to discredit Star Allies though, because Star Allies is a good game and I enjoy it.
It has issues. But I have issues with Star Allies.
Yeah, that's a completely different.
Anyways, to get more back
Yeah.
on topic,
Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate.
I found a bit of a slower general direct overall, as much as it pains me to say, because this was the Splatoon 3 initial
That's
announcement.
like Mario
But
Golf's
overall, the rest of the direct was kind of slow. Yeah, that was Mario Golf. Skyward Sword HD, I think, was a big
Oh, wait,
deal.
wasn't that the
Not
Dread
for me
Direct though?
personally.
Metroid Dread?
No, Metro Dread was the E3 direct. Oh, that direct is also really
Never mind.
That's the one that had Metroid Dread and
Yeah.
it had Mario Party Superstars in the same thing.
Yeah.
Although, this one with Splatoon 3, it did have Miitopia on Switch. That was kind of big.
It's pretty hype. We still need Tomodachi Life, but
Yeah.
I want
Overall,
Tomodachi Life.
it was a bit of a slower direct. It had big highlights though.
Yeah.
Case in point, Splatoon 3. As much as it pains me to say, this was a bit of a slower direct.
Yeah, it was E3 2021.
Is
E3 2021 had Mario
Yeah.
Party Superstars and Metroid Dread, and they were announced in a row. Like it went Mario Party Superstars, then immediately to Metroid Dread, which is insane. That also had like Kazuya being announced. WarioWare Get It Together was announced there.
WarioWare Get It Together, yeah.
Yeah.
Mario plus Rabbids
E3
Sparks of Hope.
2021 was pretty good.
And there was a really big trailer for
Bayonetta 3, I think, got something, which I don't care
there was
about.
a big
but
trailer for Tears of the
I'm
Kingdom.
pretty sure that was the end thing. Oh wait, no, it was seriously. Bayonetta 3 was later in the year. Bayonetta 3 was September of 2021. Never mind. I was looking at the directs that had Metroid Dread stuff earlier. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking of.
that
Because
E3,
that's when we got the other Metroid Dread trailer.
that June 2021 direct was like legitimately one of the hypest directs. Period.
Yeah.
Even though I don't own Mario Party Superstars or Metroid Dread, but
You need to play Metroid Dread after it'll. If you get past the first area, it kind of leads you to the right area you need to go to on its own. It's really good at doing that, and you might need practice for the 112% Hollow Knight.
That is
Just saying.
true. Metroid Dread would probably be like a bit of an easier warm up because I'd say it's a lot easier to get lost in Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I tried starting Hollow Knight. I couldn't get past very much of it. I didn't really like the movement and like I don't know, the world in the first area felt kind of just bland. I don't know. I'm sure it gets better
it's
later because
anything
I've heard
but
amazing
bland.
things about the game, but
Yeah, the movement gets so much better. I don't know what you're talking about with the world because that is beautiful.
just the very first area, it's just I don't like the fact that it lacks a lot of color. That's just me. It's just like because I got stuck and I like kept having to play it again and again and again without very much variety. It just I wasn't able to really get through much of the game. I'm sure it gets amazing later, but I'll probably pick it up
It
again
definitely
and
does,
start
but
playing more of it.
to be honest, I do really like the Forgotten Crossroads because they're just like a mysterious, calm beginning to help you get warmed up to the game, and so
I
that
know
you
nothing
can,
about Hollow
yeah, you
Knight,
can like
so
get your bearings, and then eventually you can move on to the next area, which is Green Path, which looks really beautiful.
Weirdly enough, I find it kind of strange that I don't like Forgotten Crossroads, I believe it's called, right? But
Yeah.
but I love the Cap Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey.
Really?
Like
I
they're
mean, they are kind of
similar-ish,
similar
that is
vibes,
a
yeah.
similar vibe.
but like I just love the Cap Kingdom. It might be the music, honestly. The music gives me like huge Tim Burton Nightmare Before
Bonneton's
Christmas vibes.
so good. Like that is such an
I
because like
know.
when you watch the announcement for Odyssey, like what everybody's talking about is, oh yeah, Cascade Falls and Fossil Falls being like the main Cascade Kingdom, Fossil Falls, Fossil
Yeah.
like okay, I'm good at talking, but that's like the quote unquote main theme of the game. That's what people think about. But your first introduction to the game is like the mysterious theme of Bonneton, and that just like shows how much of a different Mario Adventure Odyssey is compared to the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Not to mention when we're talking Mario Odyssey soundtrack, you've got some bops in there. Like
Yeah,
especially
Jump
the
Up Superstar
boss
is
theme.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even
Jump Up
just
Superstar is awesome.
And
Do not
Wooded
Like
Kingdom, Steam Gardens.
Steam
Shiveria.
Garden,
Steam Gardens is a jam.
Shiveria.
Yeah. Metro Kingdom, New Donk City.
Yeah.
I can
And
just
also
like
like
relax
the
to like
the
Lake
Mecha
Kingdom.
Brood battle.
Mecha Brood,
The
that
Mecha
is
Brood
such a good
battle
boss
is
too.
so good.
Did somebody already call out Bowser's boss battle song? Because that's amazing. And Escape, the song that plays at the very end of the game.
Oh yeah.
I
Escape
Oh
is so
yeah.
good.
hot
That's
take,
that's kind of underrated in my opinion. Like
hot take.
everybody
I like
focuses
that
on Jump
song.
Up Superstar, but that one's also good.
I like that. I like that song more than Jump Up Superstar. That's a hot take, I'm sure, but I really like
I
Escape.
like Jump Up Superstar better just because I have a kind of nostalgia from the Mario Odyssey trailer from it. Like even though I wasn't a huge Nintendo fan at the time, like that's what made me get a Switch and kind of like started me on because like I had a Switch and everything before I was a Nintendo fan. I liked Mario games, but I just wasn't a huge overall Nintendo fan. I literally watched the Mario 35th anniversary direct on my Switch. Like I didn't know what was happening. I just watched it on my Switch because I saw it in the news feed, and then everything just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, that was at the point where like I think it was Animal Crossing actually. Like the announcement of Animal Crossing, everybody was talking about it. So I looked up content on it and I found like Game Explain, and then I was like Animal Crossing is great, and then I picked up Mario Odyssey. Cuz I didn't get my Switch until late 2019. Oh no, like how could I? But I picked up Mario Odyssey and then I started watching Mario content and I found Switch Stop. And that's kind of what just made my obsession start spiraling.
I found Switch Stop after that definitely was part of the spiral for me as well. I found Switch Stop after the 3D World Bowser's Fury announcement because I loved 3D World because I had it on my Wii U. It was actually my first Mario game because I didn't have anything on the Wii, but it came bundled with my Wii U. And
Crazy.
I looked up a bunch of analysis stuff on 3D World and specifically Bowser's Fury. And what do you know? Switch Stop was doing a bunch of analysis stuff, and I ended up just watching a bunch of their videos.
And that's which is kind of crazy because like we both met through the Switch Stop community, so like
Yeah.
I find that kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should probably get back on
Anyways,
topic.
we should probably get back on topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this question has taken us like almost like 20 minutes. So
Good job, Chrono Champion, of being funny. We just spiraled out into literally everything. We went a little bit off the wall, but that's fine. We're having a good time.
little bit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I believe that is it for our community questions, correct?
Yep. It's gonna be a long
Sweet. It
episode.
is time to move on to our next segment, which is best and worst. And today we are going to be talking about the best and worst Nintendo franchises. This is going to get brutal.
That's for sure. First of all, I want to sort of do this in like which one is overall the most consistent quality wise. Because like everybody could just throw out, oh yeah, Mario, best franchise. But also Mario has amazing games. It's got your Odysseys, your Galaxies, your 3D Worlds. But then it's also got your new Super Mario Bros. U and your Mario 64.
Okay, well, to be fair, even Mario 64, I'm sorry. What?
Excuse me.
I don't like that game.
Okay, putting that on hold for just a second. The new Super Mario Bros. Games, as much as they are samey, I will say they are quality platformers. I don't enjoy them a lot because they're just super, like, they don't have a lot of personality, but, like, I would say Mario is overall pretty consistent. A series that I would say is not consistent, though, is Yoshi, if you look at all his games.
You have such
There have
incredible
been, like,
games.
two good ones.
Yoshi's Island, the best game on the Super Nintendo.
Yep, there's that one, and that's
And
the good one.
And then you've got
Then there's
Yoshi,
Woolly World, and that's it.
and then you've got Yoshi Touch and Go for
Yep.
the DS. Actually, I think Yoshi's New Island is really good too. That's also a DS game.
I've heard mixed things about it. Some people say it's amazing. Some people say it's the worst game they've ever played in their lives, and that it should be burning in the depths of hell. So I'm not sure if it's good or not.
Yeah, I could definitely see Yoshi as one of.
The most inconsistent.
Yeah, inconsistent wise. What could you say Princess Peach is a franchise? Between the two games?
There are two games. It's 50-50. One of them is good but way too easy, and the other one is questionable.
It's not Yoshi Touch and Go. It's Yoshi Touch and No. I mean, the slogan for Kirby's Canvas Curse is Kirby's Canvas Curse. Touching is good. I wish I was making that up.
That was the slogan for the DS.
That was the slogan
for the DS.
DS. Yeah, that aged well.
Yeah. Kirby, though, I feel like is one of, like, I have, like, issues with Star Allies, which I'm not going to go into, but, like, overall, I feel like there hasn't been a bad Kirby game, has there? There've just been, like, ones that are kind of average and then really good ones.
Like, you get your Star Allies, and, like, it's okay. It's not a bad game, but it's okay. It's good.
I thought the partners made it too easy is my issue. I'm not going to, like, elaborate on it, but, like, they do everything for you.
And I think that the game, like, it's too easy in single player, and then in multiplayer, it is more fun in multiplayer, like, hands down, but it's still too easy in multiplayer.
I would imagine, yeah.
But if you're looking for a 4-player Kirby game, Return to Dreamland is the best option. Like, that is such a good game that it's not too hard, but it's not too easy either.
Also, they in the remake of Return to Dreamland, they just decided, hey, let's make a Kirby roguelike.
Yeah,
and
which I haven't
worked with Magalore Epilogue.
Don't spoil that. I haven't played that yet. I really want to. I need to pick up the Switch.
I won't spoil it. I've played a little bit of it. Wait, actually, have I I don't remember. I played whatever was in the demo for the game, and then I've played a bunch of the base game, but I don't know. I think Magolor Epilogue is actually only available after, so
Yeah.
I haven't played very much of that at all because it's not. I think
Yeah,
I played it on a friend's Switch.
And that's just the only reason I haven't picked it up, because I already beat the game twice in normal mode and once in extra mode, which is like the same game but harder. Like has harder bosses and you're at half health. So I already played the Wii game a bunch, and that's the only reason I haven't picked up the remake, because it's my favorite Kirby.
Only
game.
3 times? That's pathetic. I had played Galaxy like tens of times, and then I still got 3D All Stars just for Galaxy.
Okay, I might have. I don't know how much of a hot take this is here. It's definitely not a hot take in the Switch Stop community, but I don't like Galaxy that much. I think it's probably Galaxy and Galaxy 2, I would say, are the
episode over,
worst 3D
everybody.
Mario games. Worse than 3D Land.
Okay. Thank you so much, GameBlock, for coming on. I hate your opinions. Get out of my life forever.
Okay, can I at least explain my opinion as to why?
The opinion is because you never played Galaxy
You have
as
10
your first
seconds.
Mario
No,
game.
I played Galaxy and Galaxy 2.
You played
You
3D
have
World
10
as your first
seconds.
Mario game. My first Mario game was Galaxy, so I love Galaxy.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I just don't like the movement. Because I grew up on 3D World and 3D Land and Odyssey, with those games have super snappy movement. Going to Galaxy and having Mario take like forever to just turn around. Like he can't just turn on a dime super well. He just like I don't know. I feel like the movement is super sluggish. That's my main issue with the game, and movement is the most important thing in a platformer for me. However, I will say the level design and the soundtrack and the graphics for a Wii game are all phenomenal. I just don't enjoy playing them that much because I don't like the movement.
I actually agree completely. I think that Odyssey, Bowser's Fury, and specifically the Switch version of 3D World, not the original, but the Switch version of 3D World, because it's all sped up. And yeah, I think all three of those games have better movement than Galaxy. Which is why
3D Land, I feel like also just because
Odyssey
from
for better movement. 3D World.
3D World is
okay. Here's the thing,
and it's faster.
Yeah, and that's the main thing for me. Like even the Wii U version of 3D World and also 3D Land, I wouldn't say they're great in terms of like how snappy they are, but they're a lot more snappy than the Galaxy games. Which I feel like the Switch version of 3D World is definitely a major improvement, and then Galaxy is by far the best. But yeah, I feel like Galaxy is just the least snappy. And that's why I don't like it.
I agree with you to a point.
It's supposed to be snappy.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be snappy. It's like supposed to be like this out of this world experience where it's like floaty and majestic. So it's not necessarily.
Oh yeah, but I don't. This is also why I have problems with Super Metroid. It's too floaty. I like the snappiness of Dread and Zero Mission and Fusion.
So here's the thing. I agree with all of your points to a point. I think that the Wii U version of 3D World and 3D Land are both worse than Galaxy, simply because they're more just Galaxy's theming is better in every way to those games.
That's fair. I really like the 3D World theming just because I grew up on it, so I have bias. Yes, I like the jazz. Anybody who doesn't know, anybody who hasn't watched my channel or watched any other podcasts or collabs I've been a part of, I like jazz way too much. Specifically, I like a lot of Japanese jazz fusion, which is why I absolutely love the Mario Kart 8 soundtrack. But I'm not going to go on a tangent about that. I already went on 2 hours worth of that in a video. Yeah, I like jazz.
I also like jazz. I also like Nintendo franchises. We should probably choose the best and worst.
Yeah, true. Shoot, I come up with one that was Paper Mario. I feel like there are some good games, and then it's Okay, here's the thing. I love 64 and Thousand Year Door.
Yes.
Super Paper Mario, I love the story. I think the gameplay's weird. I think it's a good game. I don't think it is a great Paper Mario game.
I agree with that.
Sticker Star sucks. Color Splash.
It has a great soundtrack.
If Akari from Switched Off Discord server listens to this, she's gonna hate me for saying this. Color Splash isn't great.
Color Splash is a great soundtrack.
Origami King I liked, but Color Splash is a great soundtrack. Origami King, I had a bunch of fun with Origami King, but it just deviated too much in my opinion from the core Paper Mario gameplay. I just love the classic style of Paper Mario. I would for the next game. I'm not gonna go on a rant about this because we need to stay on Nintendo franchises, but I'd love it if it was like the world and writing style of the of Origami King, and then the battle system and progression system of Thousand Year Door. That I feel like would be
I
cool.
agree. Okay. This might be a hot take, but hear me out for worst. Pokemon.
That
Well,
is going to.
okay, only the
That
most
is
recent
not a
games,
good
only the
thing.
Switch era has been kind of inconsistent. I feel like a lot of the games before that, they all felt really samey, but they weren't bad. Like they were still quality.
It's like I'm going to read this comment from Zomber, and then I'm going to yell about Pokemon. Give me a second. Zomber says, I agree with GameBlock's Paper Mario opinions. It was like them trying a new recipe on your favorite meal that you don't eat that often, and then when you get it, it's like, what is this? Because like it looks like Paper Mario. It doesn't taste like Paper Mario. is kind of like the idea.
It sounds better than Paper Mario. I'll admit I love the new soundtracks.
Yeah, I agree completely. But anyway, Pokemon. I think that Pokemon is a really simple and boring RPG, and I don't enjoy any of my time with any of the games except for Arceus.
Dang.
You are
really
going to get in so much
I
trouble
love
for
the
that.
world. I love the character designs. I love the Pokemon designs. I love the Pokemon themselves, but I really dislike just the, oh, yep, you're in a battle.
I like
and
simple
one person
RPGs.
hits, and then the next person hits, and then the other person hits, and it just goes
I-
on and on. And it
I
takes
like turn-based
forever.
combat. Turn-based combat is fun. Although I feel like I like the way Paper Mario handles it in the other Mario RPGs a lot better with action commands. I feel like if
exactly.
Pokemon implemented action commands, it would be way better.
That's part of the thing for me is I'm just like pressing the same button over and over again. Where at least in like Paper Mario, you have the action commands. And in Arceus, it fixes that by like you don't have to go into battle for everything, and also when you do go into battle, everything hits way harder, so it's just way faster. And I love Arceus because it's Pokemon, but it has a battle system and just overall system that I enjoy. I dislike the rest of the Pokemon franchise. That is good.
Wow.
Pokemon Legends ZA looks like it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that game yet. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, we
battle
haven't seen barely anything, but like Mega Evolutions, that's cool.
Mega Evolutions, yeah.
I enjoy Pokemon. I like it. I do agree that the combat is kind of slow. I just like the concept of like having like these creatures that you can collect and battle with. It just feels like very fun.
Yeah. It's
No, it's a good concept, but
okay.
the fact that the gameplay
Yeah.
hasn't changed since the Game Boy is kind of ridiculous.
Is a little bit of an issue. Also, the quality of the games has severely dipped in the Switch era.
It just honestly 3DS era on. Like even going back and playing Sun and Moon and then going and playing like 3D Land, you can tell there's just a difference in quality between those two things. And I don't think it's Game Freak's fault.
But like it Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's the Pokemon Company. They're not giving them enough time to develop the games. Like if you look at other games Game Freak has developed, like Pocket Card Jockey, it's a simple game, but like they made it on their own timetable and it turned out being great.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Harmonite is another one. They can make good games. Nobody can make good. Like, would Tears of the Kingdom be one of the best games of all time if they said, "Hey, you have 3 years to develop."
You
this
have to
game.
make it in a year. They don't even do that with Pokemon. They have to make one every single year for Pokemon. It's ridiculous.
They have 2 different development teams.
True, but
so
like
Arceus and Scarlet and Violet are 2 different development teams, for example. So it's not too bad, but also like.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Hot take here.
Pokemon.
Scarlet and Violet is not a bad game. It's just limited by the console it's on.
No, it's not.
I disagree. I disagree. Here's okay, it's not limited by the Switch. In my opinion, it is a good gameplay concept, and I feel like the concepts in that game are actually really well done from a creative standpoint. It's phenomenal. That game could run flawlessly on Switch and it could look way better if they actually gave Game Freak the time to optimize it. Because look at Tears of the Kingdom, look at Breath of the Wild, look at so many the Xenoblade series. I don't even play those games, and like I've seen gameplay footage. They look phenomenal. There is so much graphical capability possible on Switch, and the Pokemon games can 100% take advantage of that if they had the time to develop.
Zomber in chat agrees with me, so thanks, Zomber. But yeah, Like legitimately, basically Scarlet and Violet is like, oh hey, I didn't have enough time to write the full essay, so all I did was write the first draft and turn that in as the whole essay. And it has like spelling
Yeah, pretty
errors, and
much.
it's not like the argument isn't fully thought
Like the
out.
idea is
It's a
there.
really good
Like
idea.
if it became a final draft, it would be great. It's half baked.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the thing is, Scarlet and Violet is still playable, and I find it to be a very fun game, and it's pretty fun to do multiplayer too. It's just like, sure, it doesn't run that great, but it's not the end of the world.
That's fair.
It's
But
the end
it's
of the
just
world
it
for me.
it looks like a GameCube game is the thing, and like it runs horribly even then. Like
It
the
looks like
fact
a
that
GameCube game, and
the
it runs worse than a PlayStation Vita game. So like,
it like the fact that the Pokemon Company allowed that to be released instead of saying, you know what, we want to release a quality product for our fans. No, they're just like, oh, people will buy it anyway. Like
and they
that's
did.
a
That's the
horrible
problem.
gaming practice. It's like typically Nintendo games are the ones where they're like, okay, we'll delay it if we need to. We want to release quality. And that's where they differentiate themselves from the rest of the gaming industry. And the Pokemon Company is just like, nope.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. So I think Pokemon,
I don't.
honestly, like
Okay.
all out of all of Nintendo's franchises, it's overall, at least to me, it's the worst. That is my hot take.
Wow. Not even like the spin-offs or anything.
Although I will say the best that I was going to shout out is a game series that started strong on the Super Nintendo, and then every single entry that it's given since has just made the game even better. You know it, you love it. My best franchise is Mario Kart.
True. Mario Kart is, except for Tour. Tour, I feel like has amazing track design, but the controls are awful. But does that
Yeah,
count as a mainline?
I would count that as a Mario Kart spinoff.
Yeah, I count it as a spin-off personally. A lot of people think it's Mario Kart 9, and I just really hope Nintendo decides to call the next game Mario Kart 9, or at least say the ninth mainline entry in the Mario Kart series or something, just so then people can shut up about it.
I agree. Even though I really love Mario Kart 8,
Oh
and I
man.
honestly don't really need a Mario Kart 9. I'd be happy if they just kept updating
I
8.
need a Mario Kart 9. I have been
I am
playing the
so
same
done with
Mario
8 at
Kart for
this
my
point,
whole life
honestly.
is the thing because my first Mario Kart game was 8 on the Wii U. And I want to play a new Mario Kart game. Also, I just want them to bring back Toad's Factory. And also,
True,
if
true.
Mario Kart 8 could look that good on the Wii U, and like that's not even taking advantage of the Switch's power. That's the Wii U. Imagine with all the rumors of what the Switch 2 specs could be. Imagine what a Mario Kart game using like because Nintendo is so good at optimization. With that level of optimization, what a Mario Kart game on Switch 2 could look like. It would
I
be insane.
I completely agree. Like legitimately, just the thought of a Mario Kart game that's like absolutely beautiful in the style of 8 where it's like realistic, but also
Yeah.
it could look so good. Uh Zombra in chat says Mario Kart Tour is like, I can't believe it's not Mario Kart. Like that, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I think I prefer like a more cartoony style for Mario Kart 9 because like their whole realistic trend with like Nintendo games is sort of blowing over. So like I think it would be kind of cool if we just went to like a more cartoony route, like something along the lines of Mario Kart Wii.
Hear me out.
I
Cell
sorry, you
shaded.
go.
Cell shaded Mario Kart.
Not for Mario Kart.
That would
No.
be sick, but like the fact that it would have to be 2D, this is a game that heavily relies on depth perception. I think that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, I think they go the realistic route, but they stylize it. Like Mario Kart 8, like even though it's quote unquote realistic, it's still very stylized. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like Metroid Prime Remastered, like how that like it looks really good, it looks realistic, but at the same time it's stylized. I hope they go in a direction similar to that.
I like my brain
That's
keeps
fair.
going to F-Zero, and that's kind of like that feels very Mario Kart 8. I want them to kind of find a new sort of style for Mario Kart 9 that like sets it apart, makes it feel different. And I don't know what
No,
that
yeah,
Whatever they do, it's
absolutely.
going to be amazing. Like,
Yeah.
they've had 10 years to cook up this game. Like, it's got to be good.
I could not agree more. Are y'all
Anyways, back to the topic. I
are
figured
y'all
I'd
good
get
with
my best
putting
out of the way.
are y'all good with putting best as Mario Kart and worst as Pokemon?
No, hang
Not
on,
Pokemon, no. Mario Kart, I feel like, is up there, but there's
hang on, hang on.
I mean, I feel like Zelda
Hang
isn't
on.
as consistent. Mario is like they're Mario and Zelda are both pretty
I
consistent,
mean,
but they're not
is there
as
a bad
far up
Zelda
there.
game?
There's some controversy around Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. Oh, also, I almost there. Who could forget Link's crossbow training?
I love Link's crossbow training. Don't diss on Link's crossbow training. That's like
I've never actually played it. I was
that's the
just I
only
don't know.
Zelda game that I played
I
before Breath of the Wild.
I can't say anything about Zelda because like I've barely ever played anything Zelda at all. Like I played like maybe an hour of Breath of the Wild and that's it.
What? Okay, play the game. It is amazing.
I don't own the game. I don't own the game.
You
I
should buy the game. Do you have a Wii U? If you do, you can get the Wii U version for super cheap.
I do have a Wii U, but it's like a piece of poo at this point. So
Ah.
okay, but anyways, I'm gonna put my best out there. You both know what I'm gonna say probably, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Splatoon.
Splatoon. Yes.
Whoa.
Hear me
That's
out.
crazy.
I
Hear me
mean,
out.
there are only 3 games though. Is the thing. Like, I feel
But
like
all
can
And
three
we
each
games
judge
of
are
that on
them,
consistency?
solid.
there's only
All
three
three are
games,
solid.
and each of them is really, really good in their own respect. In terms of
Okay.
gameplay, it's great. It's very replayable. There's many unique ways you can
Music
go
is
about it.
amazing.
There's like
I'll admit,
so many
Splatoon
different
music
modes.
is so good.
True.
Yeah, the soundtrack is incredible. The story, like you have the story mode for people who prefer single player games, and you have like a lot of lore, like really more than most Nintendo franchises. And yeah, there's just something for everyone, and it's so amazing. All the games run well. They're each unique in their own ways. It's just like it, and each game is really, really good. So overall, this is definitely my best franchise.
I feel like I definitely prefer Mario Kart. Something I don't think would be number one for me, but I think is worth a mention. Luigi's Mansion. Like those games are all really good in my opinion.
That's a
Like
good
I
honorable
love them.
mention. That's a good honorable mention. Luigi's Mansion does go so hard.
Yeah, there's not really a bad Luigi's Mansion game either.
I mean, there are only 3, so it's just like Splatoon
Yeah.
in terms of like there hasn't been really a chance for a bad game yet, in my opinion. Like, yeah. I don't think there will be a
like,
bad
to
Luigi's
say
Mansion
that
game or Splatoon game. Like the amount of time it takes them to release, like
As much as
I
I
don't
hate
know
Pokemon, actually I thought of what really is the worst franchise.
what.
The 1-2 Switch franchise.
Oh, yep, 100%. Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Between 1-2
that's
Switch being a $60 release when it's just a tech demo for the system, and then everybody 1-2 Switch being everybody 1-2 Switch.
Nintendo was
It's just
desperate to get that
Jackbox
game to sell. I
games that
saw it
you need to
within
make
the
something.
opening weekend, or actually no, within the opening week for the game. I saw it on sale for $10 on Amazon
That's crazy.
because nobody was buying it.
Okay, I do want to try Everybody 1-2 Switch, but I don't want to have to pay $30 to do that.
Exactly.
It'd be great if they had a free demo.
True.
No, but then nobody would play the game because it's not a good game, actually.
It'd be great if 1-2 Switch was a demo that
Well,
just
nobody plays
came
it
with the
anyway,
system.
so they might as well.
Yeah.
It just lacks. It's the content issue. It's not a bad game per se, but there's nothing there, and they made 2 of them, so it's a series.
Yeah, apparently, from what I've heard, everybody went to Switch. Not only does it not have enough content, the content it does have just isn't fun.
Yeah, like I heard that was worse than the first game, which is impressive.
Yep.
Here's another good candidate for worst, though. ARMS. It only
ARMS
has
No,
one
ARMS is good.
game, and that
Uh,
game is just okay.
But it's a good
Yeah,
game.
but it's not
It has more
objectively. It's
content
not
than
bad
1-2
like
Switch.
1-2 Switch. It's an actually like fully fleshed out game that I think is worth $60. Like the gameplay is really fun. It just like it just didn't take off.
Yep.
Which like isn't great for an all online, like it's a primarily online game. So since it didn't take off, it's not super great to play because there aren't as many people playing it.
Pretty much. They tried to do another
Okay,
Splatoon,
that's fair.
and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think
Cool idea,
think they
though.
were trying to go Splatoon. I think they were trying to go just more like a unique idea, to be honest.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I agree with like they were trying to go the Splatoon route and like another online game because Splatoon was an online game and it was a huge hit.
Yeah. That was my thought. Yeah, I don't think that's worst. I think we're good just having our own respective
I was
best
just throwing it out
franchises.
there as a candidate, but
I think we can just have our own respective best franchises. Like, I'll take Mario Kart, or Logan takes Splatoon, GameBlock can take Mario.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
happy with Mario. I love Mario games.
It's no longer everybody 1-2 switch. It's everybody hates 1-2 switch.
Yep. Or just nobody wants to switch.
everybody want to die.
Nobody 1-2 switch. That's good.
Everybody want to die.
I'm just imagining like the cover of Everybody 1-2 Switch, but there's no people on there. It's just empty.
Nobody wants to switch.
Because literally the entire cover is just like a bunch of people and then the logo. So it'd just be like a blank screen
Pretty much.
with just nobody 1-2 Switch written on it.
Our first segment is called Rewritten. And today, we will be coming up with our own version of how the story of Mario Brothers Wonder would play out.
And if you didn't notice, this is a brand new segment because it's the start of the season, so we're introducing 2 brand new segments into the show. So the idea behind this segment is what we're doing is we're going to look at the plot of Mario Wonder. We're going to say, what didn't work? Or we're going to say, what did work? And then we're going to completely change it to whatever the heck we want to change it to. So this game starts out with Bowser deciding... Bowser's main motive in this game, I don't know if it's my favorite. He just wants to make a big wonder. So he steals a bunch of wonder flowers or wonder seeds and gets wonder powers.
Bowser just wants to have a rock concert. Bowser just wants to be a musician. Let him follow his dream, Mario. Mario's the real villain in this game.
Yes, because turtles, they want to have fun. But so I'm thinking, maybe instead of trying to get wonder power or whatever, he's a musician. So what if he's trying to get the fabled black guitar of Doom? I don't know.
Oh wait! Oh my gosh! I just got an idea. What if the whole reason he wants to have a concert is to impress Peach?
That makes sense. Okay, and then we have him do a big speech about that at the start of the game, voiced by Jack Black. Right. He's going to make
Bowser's School of Rock.
No, that's what we change. It's no longer Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's Mario Bowser's School of Rock.
Yes.
Since everybody loved the musical sections of the game so much, we make that the whole game.
Dude, I would love a Mario rhythm game though.
I mean, Mario Wonder already did that a lot.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
I know, but
we just have the whole thing.
That would be so good.
We just have every
True,
level
yeah, that would be sick.
Every level has a music, and like, it's pretty much, you know, the Ninja level, the one where like you jump and then things happen. You have to like jump in time to the beat. So it's like, yeah, pretty much. So it's the like Crypt of the Necrodancer. You know that game, the one that they made a Zelda version of.
Yeah.
where you have to hit
Yeah.
like every attack to the beat. It's like that, but you're like jumping. Every jump that you do has to do. You try to do it to the beat.
That would be sick.
That'd be so fun, actually.
And so the idea is that Bowser has found the fabled magic great black guitar or whatever. That let's get a different name for that. The nightmare guitar. We're going with that. And he's used this and made it so that everything in the Wonder Isles or the Petal Isles, that's what they're called, is a musical. Everything has been musicalified, and you have to go through the levels jumping in the beat to the music to try to stop him from putting on a concert to steal Princess Peach away from you.
That works.
Because
Beautiful.
the concert, it lets you, it like lets him mind control people, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Reasons.
Reasons, yeah. Somebody else take it and add something.
Reasons.
The concert. Well, I don't know about mind control. What if I find it funny that he literally just wants to impress Peach with the concert, but it could be like he wants to get like the guitar. It maybe it like turns whoever like uses it into like the best musician or something, and it can also like your music can like become like actually like something physical, like kind of like the music notes at the end of Mario Wonder. Like imagine like it lets you
Lets him
create
use
like
his
giant
music
like
as an attack.
shockwaves or stuff.
Yeah. He can attack with sound. And he's kind of controlled the entire
Yeah,
world to attack with sound.
yeah.
That makes sense. I like that. Any other story beats? We should fix the mini bosses because that was a lot of people's complaints with the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What if we got music based something?
Yeah, what if I don't want to go with like just actual instruments because I that reminds me of the League of Stationery from
Yeah, from
whatchamacallit?
Origami King. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like inanimate
Um
objects. What if they were like stylized?
yeah, so I don't know about that.
Like
Yeah, true, it could be.
Mario.
Oh, what about you know the
64.
music notes from Music Park? Like what if those were enemies?
That's a good call. We could definitely have those be like base
Ooh,
enemies. And they also jump and beat
Yeah.
the music like they do in Music Park.
Yeah, that would be sick.
they'd be just as annoying as before.
Ooh, or those are on off beats. So you have to because it'd be like you because you're jumping on beat. So and they're jumping off beat. So you have to like jump it goes up, jump it goes up. It's like the 1 and 2 and I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
would
anything about music, but
that'd be a cool gameplay mechanic.
yeah. What about like
So you'd have to like jump over it quickly or something.
one of the bosses could be the Mario 64 piano.
Oh, that would be sick.
Just a remastered version of the Mad Piano, like teeth and all.
Yeah.
What if we just made the boss fights like full on like Just Shapes and Beat style, like bullet hell boss fights that are like in sync with the music?
So like all of the attacks are coming in from the sides in sync to the
Yeah, so
music.
you have like a bunch of minions shooting projectiles everywhere in sync with the music. You have the main boss doing like big attacks on the big motifs and everything.
I like
That would be amazing.
that sounds so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You've got like the Mad Piano, right? And he's like slamming himself down every few measures, and then like he has really long arpeggios and stuff that he's doing, and like the keys are flying at
Yeah,
you as so like as the notes in the song that the keys would play, those respective keys would like launch straight at you.
yeah.
Like If the song is
would-
like CBD,
That would work really well.
then it would just like CBDEF and just launch that in like a wave. It could look really cool, especially with Mario's art style. That's Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah, I'm aware. And then like maybe sometimes you could like have the attack vary where like it hits an off note and it's like da 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 da, and then it like shoots a barrage of keys because like it, like missed a note or something.
Yeah, like if you mess up, it attacks you more. So you have to make sure that every jump that you do is on beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work well.
And then like maybe for like the last phase of the fight, like it goes into Allegro, and then the whole thing goes faster.
It plays the Mario Kart
Yeah.
third lap sound. Anything else you guys want to give to Mario Bowser's School of Rock?
I mean, I made a logo.
You made a logo? You just took
Yeah,
the
it's not
Bowser's
great. It was
Inside
kind of rushed.
Story. You just took the Bowser's Inside Story.
Maybe. I may possibly.
Saving that too. That's
I don't
going-
know what you're talking about. The bottom text clearly fits in with the same font.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's definitely the same font. Definitely not just a
I
default font for whatever program you use to make stuff.
I just made this in PowerPoint.
It's so
Same with the last one with the Mario flamethrower thing. That was also I just did that in PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Wow.
I use PowerPoint for all my thumbnails.
That is so funny to me. I
I
recommend
refuse to learn how to use an actual image editing software.
but
I'm too
Canva.
lazy.
Canva is really simple. I recommend Canva.
Yeah. I highly recommend Canva.
Noted.
That's what I make all my stuff.
Noted.
That's funny though. Yeah, there we go. I think we've successfully completely rewritten Super Mario Brothers Wonder to be not Mario Wonder whatsoever at all.
Consider this game.
I feel like I definitely could have put more input into that. I was making the logo. That's why I wasn't talking for the majority of that. I was trying to make the logo.
The logo is beautiful.
Thank you.
Consider this game rewrittenized.
That was a sentence. Speaking of games,
Yeah, we have our next segment, which is another new segment. It is called the Name Game. In this segment, we are each going to choose a Nintendo character, and we are going to describe them very badly and try to get the other two people to guess it.
okay. I'm gonna go first.
I need to think of a character.
This character has hair.
Okay.
Honestly, one of the best characters in that one fighting game for the GameCube. That's not a Smash Bros. Game. I really.
Okay. Okay.
That's helpful.
I really did like that.
Oh, I feel like mine is too good of a description now.
Yeah, and I also
I think mine might be too easy.
yeah, I'm like getting better and better hints.
Okay.
You know, this between the many different 3D and 2D games that this character has appeared in, he's always had a bad haircut. Except for in the most recent game.
So it's a boy.
I did say he. Any guesses?
I can't think of fighting games for the GameCube other than Melee.
You said 2D and 3D, correct?
Yes. This character has appeared in both 2D and 3D installments in games dating all the way back to the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh,
Let's see.
This
Would
character,
this perhaps be Knuckle Joe from Kirby?
no, it is not Knuckle Joe from Kirby.
Dang.
This character has been known to sometimes play musical instruments.
Ooh.
Link. No, never mind.
Nope, it's Link. That is the correct answer.
Oh, yay.
The game that I was
I was just
talking
gonna say,
about.
wait, maybe it is.
Link appears in Soul Calibur 2
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh.
as a fighting game character, as a like guest character in Soul Calibur 2. Every
Only on the GameCube version.
yeah, every console had a different exclusive character, and the GameCube version was Link. So there you
Dang.
go. I love how you were like Knuckle Joe from Kirby. Just way more obscure of a character, and I'm just doing like the main character of a franchise. I was hoping.
Well, it made sense because he has hair. He has a bad haircut. He appears in 2D and 3D games dating back to the Nintendo Entertainment System.
What fighting game on the GameCube was Knuckle Joe in?
Smash
Explain.
Bros is an assist trophy.
I literally
I
said
don't
that's
know.
not Smash Bros. I hope that would throw you guys off.
Be
and I
quiet.
think it did. Soul Calibur 2 is wacky, man. Logan, do you have yours ready?
Nope, not at all.
All right, Jacob, you're up.
Mine is ready. Okay. So mine is just a statement, but I can add more hints later if you want.
All right.
Mine is this man enables a child to vandalize, feels bad about it, and has someone else clean it up. And I feel like this might be too easy. I'm not sure.
Professor Egad.
Yeah, I realized it was too easy after I prepared this
Wow.
beforehand.
I wouldn't have got that.
He
I was
he
just
makes
like,
flood and he makes a magic paintbrush.
yeah, I was like, who would enable a child to vandalize? Where does vandalism take? Oh, Sunshine, Bowser Jr., Egad. Like it took me a second, but I got it. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Logan, just think up a character and describe it badly.
Okay, I think I have one. Okay, so first hint, they're annoying. Just flat out annoying.
Shiver.
They encourage
Navi.
violence.
Cry. Big man.
Midna.
Let's see.
Fi.
They wear green.
They wear green.
Link. Again. Who wears green?
They appear in every game in the franchise they're from.
Link. Green. Luigi?
I'll give you some time to like think about it.
It's not.
While I try to
There's
think
no
of
way
better
it's Luigi.
hints.
Yeah, it can't be Luigi. He's not in every game.
Really think about encourages violence.
Little Mac.
Who's Little Mac's trainer?
Here, I'm gonna change encourages violence to causes violence.
Little Mac's trainer is Doc Lewis, so that's
Doc
not it's
Lewis.
not him.
I was gonna say Doc
Causes
Martin, but then I
violence?
realized that's
It
not
is
what
not
Doc
Doc Lewis.
Martin is.
What was the last thing you said? Sorry.
I was gonna say Doc Martin, but then I realized that's not correct.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think like Smash Bros. Maybe somebody like if it wasn't for the green thing, I could say like Master Hand. He's encouraging violence.
They're short.
Wow, very helpful.
Yoshi?
I don't think Yoshi's short or encourages violence.
It is not Yoshi.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like maybe
Encourages
there's something
and
with
causes
committing tax
violence.
fraud. Sorry.
Angle. I don't know.
Wait, what was the last hint? I didn't hear.
Short.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you said something else was after that.
No.
Is it Rabbid Luigi?
It is not. Their ancestor is a war veteran.
Is a what?
Their ancestor is a war veteran.
Ali?
No.
I feel like that's a Splatoon thing.
Warfare. Oh wait.
No,
Oh
Ali's
shoot!
the
It
purple
probably is a Splatoon thing.
Is it Marie?
Huh?
Is it Marie?
Is it
It is not
Splatoon
Marie.
thing? Can you tell if Can you tell us if it's a Splatoon thing?
I don't want to give away the franchise just yet.
Okay. If it's,
Because I feel like that would probably give it away.
but you could just say it's not a Splatoon thing if it's not. So that's making me think it is a Splatoon thing if it would give it away.
Yeah.
I will tell you, it's not Mario.
That's very helpful.
Very helpful.
You're welcome.
That actually like erases
Let's see.
half the characters.
Yeah, it does. Luigi, Yoshi.
Rabbid Luigi, Rabbid Yoshi.
Does this include Mario adjacent like Donkey Kong stuff?
And Yoshi.
It does include Mario adjacent.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm struggling. So let's see. Green appears in every game in the franchise. Is this?
They have a special role in Smash.
Special role in Smash. Is this a
What
Pokemon?
do you mean by
Okay, it
special
would be a
role?
Pokemon. Is it Min Min?
It is not Min Min.
Min Min.
They are not a fighter, but they have a special role.
What?
I'm trying to be like vague about this, but like I'm worrying if I'm going too vague.
Does the Duck Hunt dog encourage violence? Is he green?
Is it the Metroid?
Here, I'll give you this next hint, and it'll probably give it away. They specialize in making weapons.
Sheldon?
What?
It is Sheldon.
Sheldon wears green?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I don't know Splatoon stuff. Okay, I feel like
Yeah, Sheldon
mine was way
is
too
annoying.
easy.
Sheldon causes violence. He wears green. He appears in every game he's from. He's short. His ancestor is a war veteran. He has a special order in Smash because he has a shop.
Yeah, I
He's
just
not
sent
a
an
fighter,
image.
and he specializes.
That's proof that
in
Sheldon wears
making
green.
weapons. When going into this, I thought we meant like we had to have a sentence describing them badly. So I didn't realize it was going to be hints.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your sentence works too. Like that works. I should probably be more obvious in what I'm
You're
actually
good.
meaning. You're good. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. That was fun.
Yeah, that's a fun little game.
I thought of the
speaking of
Sheldon out, and I was like, he encourages violence, and I was like, oh, that's perfect.
yeah, because he's a weapons dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, my AirPod just died. Hold on. I need to connect different headphones.
Oh, sorry, we've been talking for so long.
Okay, can you say something? Oh, I can hear you. Okay, good. Sorry.
Yeah. This wouldn't be as long if not for that dang Summer Games Fest. Like seriously. How could they? And also,
like
you
the
know,
fact
all the
that we
random
ranted about
Where the
it
majority of the
10
games
times.
weren't even like great, in my opinion.
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll just talk about the ones that we're actually interested in instead of
Yeah.
all of them.
That way there's actually stuff to talk about. That
there. Instead of just like, this
probably
is
a good
coming,
idea.
and this is coming, and this is coming. This one is also coming. I'm not going to play any of them, but they are
We
all...
have nothing to say. Uh,
All right,
And
so I
then-
think that's it for that segment. So we are going to move
Yeah.
on to our fighter by fighter. And today, well, okay, we have been going through every fighter in Smash Bros, ranking them one by one, fighter by fighter. So far, we have done Mario's B, DK is C, Link is A, Samus is B, Dark Samus is C, Yoshi is C, Kirby is A, Fox is F,
Oh.
Pikachu is A, Luigi is C, Ness is A, Captain Falcon is A, Jigglypuff is G, Peach
You
is
have an
D,
image of
Daisy
the
is C,
tier
Bowser is A,
list?
Ice Climb is C, Sheik is D, Zelda is C, Dr. Mario is C, Pichu is C, Falco is F, Lucina is F, Young Link is S, Ganondorf is C, Mewtwo is B+, Roy is C, Grom is D, Mr. Game & Watch is D, Meta Knight is B, Pit is C+, Dark Pit is B, Zero is Samus is Z, Wario is C, Snake is B+, Ike is F, Pokemon Trainer is S, Diddy Kong is B-, Lucas is B-, Sonic is C+, King Dedede is A-, Olimar is B,
We're doing
Lucario is
pluses
A,
and
Rock is
minuses
B-,
for-
Waluigi is S++. And today we are doing Toon Link. Any
Do
opening
we have
thoughts?
like a tier list image so then we can see where everything else is for reference?
It won't
It's
matter.
in a doc. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send a
We're
picture.
just doing Toon Link today.
Yeah, it won't matter because none of the rest of the... Like, if you look back at any of the tier list, none of the rest of it makes sense at all.
Great. Okay. That worked. Holy. Okay. Wind Waker good. So S. That's my input.
Yeah, I generally like Toon Link more than normal Link just because he's lighter. So I agree.
I know nothing about how he plays. I only play Sora and sometimes Luigi.
I think
and,
S
and
minus.
Piranha Plant.
That is my
Okay, so
full S.
Toon
but
Link
S
is a
minus.
cool concept for a fighter, and I like his design, and I've heard that the game he's from is really, really good. But at the same time, he is just like pretty much the same fighter as the other two Links. He is very similar to the other two. And so for that, I've got to bump him down a few pegs, so I'm going to give him a hard A.
Okay, so we have an A, an S, and an S minus. So I think that balances out.
What about an A plus? Because if Link got an A, I feel like the design kind of like pushes Toon Link to be higher, right?
Yeah, I think an A plus is perfectly fine for Toon Link. That
Okay,
seems fair.
we'll say A plus. That averages out, right?
Yeah. Right under
That was the most
Waluigi.
decisive we've been about anything today.
Yeah, that's like the second most decisive fighter by fighter we've done. The most decisive being Waluigi getting an S++ in the last episode.
Yeah. Might want to
Wait,
go
but
back.
he's not a fighter. I don't know. Does that count? Does that
Well,
count?
He kind of took over our entire podcast and forced us to say things that we were
Fair.
not saying. So, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. I need to watch that.
Yeah, that was not fun.
It was actually really fun. We did like a whole improv, almost like storyline. Waluigi takes over the episode.
Waluigi.
That was
Number
That was a
one.
good voice.
That's not
Thank
bad.
you.
Logan had to do the Waluigi voice for the entirety of the episode.
Oh my god.
Mhm. At least it was a fairly short episode.
Zomber says Waluigi's
I'm probably gonna go back and watch that because that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, you should.
Has that one released
I
yet?
apologize
That's on
in
YouTube.
advance.
That was
Okay,
our
great.
season finale. That was a good one.
I
Zomber
apologize in
says
advance.
Waluigi's ranking was done with sound body and mind and not coerced. We definitely weren't.
Yeah.
Definitely not sponsored, guys.
By the way, have y'all heard about Raid Shadow Legends?
Introducing the sponsor of today's podcast episode, Raid Shadow Legend.
That's all. We're not talking about it, but we are introducing them.
Yeah.
Know what else we're introducing? No objects. See, I'm good at doing smooth.
We are introducing the Wobject
Transitions.
because we are moving
Top tier
on to the
transitions.
Wobject.
Yeah,
What?
that's
And
crazy.
today, on our Wobject, we are going to be predicting the June Nintendo Direct, which I kind of thought would be announced this morning, but it wasn't.
I think it'll be announced tomorrow. That's my
Tomorrow makes
my
sense,
guess.
I think it's going to be next
If
week.
it's not, I'm going to
but-
be very sad because I am not going to be able to. I won't be with my my stuff
Recording
for
setup.
videos
Yeah.
on the week after or the next week is the last week of the month where I'll be able to actually react to it if it comes out.
Just get off the internet for 2 weeks and then watch it blind in 2 weeks when the news cycle about it is already over.
I'm gonna try. I actually am going to try, legitimately. I'm gonna turn off all YouTube notifications. I'm gonna mute Discord. I'm just gonna be off the grid for 2 weeks, and then when I get home, I'm gonna react to it.
I wish you complete luck with
Wow.
that. That's going to be difficult.
Thank
Good.
you. It will
Speaking-
fail. I failed. I got spoiled for directs when they came out during school. Like I got spoiled for them the day of.
Yeah, that's just how it is. I'm like, you have, well, like whenever
That'll happen to you. Literally, I got spoiled of the main villain of Splatoon 3 before it even came out because the game got leaked online.
Yeah, I hate it when people like I don't care
Just
when people
freaking
like
putting the
emulate
main
and do
boss
old
in the
games,
thumbnail
but like
before the
Switch
game
games, I
came
feel like you should just buy the game, play it when it comes out, like
don't
or at least just don't upload on the thumbnail the final boss
seriously,
No,
like
it's
for
so
everyone to get
dumb.
Tears of
spoiled.
the
People
Kingdom,
are
for
so
example,
dumb.
like that whole game was leaked like a week before.
Oh yeah, I saw Demon King Ganondorf
No
before the game
spoilers.
came
I
out
still
because
haven't
of
beaten
the
Demon King
thumbnail.
Ganondorf. I still haven't beaten that game.
Oh, have you watched the memories?
Nope. I know nothing about that game whatsoever.
okay.
I'm planning on playing through it this summer.
It's a
You
good
know
game.
more
It's
about
a
it than
very
I
good
do,
game.
believe
I
me.
know. I beat Breath of the Wild for the first time last summer, and then I was gonna go right into Tears of the Kingdom, but I felt like I was kind of like I just played through a giant 30-hour Zelda experience. I don't think I could do that again right now.
Fair.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna do that this summer. But I'm also gonna be playing Wind Waker this summer, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Speaking of Wind Waker and the Nintendo Direct, do we think Wind Waker in HD and Twilight Princess HD are finally coming to Switch?
That can be one of
I
your
think
predictions.
very likely.
Should you wish it?
That is
should
one of
be.
my predictions.
What is it specifically? Like, what is your specific prediction?
Oh, specific?
Yes.
I don't think they package them together. To be perfectly honest, I think they sell, but I think they sell them each for $40.
But you think they're going to announce that both of them are coming out this year? And do you think that they're going to release them
I think so.
separately, or do you think they're gonna, like at the same time?
Okay, actually, you know what? Here's my guess. We get Wind Waker in this Direct, and then the next Direct we get Twilight Princess, and they come out like a couple months apart.
That makes sense. I can definitely see that.
Interesting. Okay.
Or that, or they do 2D Zelda. I don't think they'll do both, but I feel like I feel like we're gonna get an Oracle Games remake or something, or maybe even just like a new thing because we haven't gotten 2D Zelda in a long time.
Yeah. And I should also preface this with Logan. So we did a draft, like a fantasy league draft towards the beginning of the year, and we drafted some games that haven't been announced yet. And like one of mine and Logan's was the Wind Waker remake. So we're not allowed to draft. We're not allowed to choose predictions for this direct that we've already drafted, unless they're in like an honorable mention.
Okay.
You can because you weren't
Yeah.
draft, but we can't.
Let's go. I almost forgot though. 2D Zelda is also super possible, just because like I almost think it might be a Samus Returns kind of situation because Grezzo, I believe, are the people that developed the Link's Awakening remake. It could be like how Nintendo gave Mercury's theme Samus Returns and then let them do Dread on their own, like a full new one. It might be the same situation with now they're doing a full 3D, or sorry, not 3D, sorry, a full 2D game, a new one.
Well, that was gonna be my prediction. Wasn't a brand new.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
I am predicting a Zelda game, but it is not a brand new 2D game. My prediction is that we're going to get a remake of one of 3 games: Link to the Past. Not Link to the Past. One of 3 games. One of either the Oracle
Link
games.
Between Worlds. Oh,
That is one of them. Yeah. So it's Link Between Worlds,
Okay.
the Oracle games, or what I really hope to see is a full like a Link's Awakening style remake of the Minish Cap, because I feel like that game was really
I don't want that game to get a remake. I love the pixel art. I think the pixel art looks perfect and it doesn't need a remake. That's my opinion.
Ono in chat says we should get a remake of Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
True.
Ono, if they announce that at this direct, I'll buy you a copy and mail it to you. Like, that is not going to happen. I mostly just want a Minish Cap remake because I feel like that was really slept on, and I feel like people would, if it was in the Link's Awakening art style or even a different art style, like Grezzo makes it, people would just play a lot of it.
I would love it in the Wind Waker art style actually, because like I
That
feel like the
would look
pixel
cool.
art kind of looks almost like that Link.
Yeah,
I feel like that
it is
style
because like
would look super cool.
That's like when Wind Waker was coming out, was when the Minish Cap came out. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So I feel like almost like an updated version of the Phantom Hourglass Spirit Tracks.
Yes. Yeah, like that, except for in the full Wind Waker HD, almost.
Yeah, with a new lighting engine and everything.
Yeah, that could look really good. That's interesting that so far we have two Zelda games. We both think that there's going to be a Zelda game showing up.
Yep. And
Love-
I will not stop the trend there because I have heard so many rumors of Wind Waker / Twilight Princess. Personally, I just think Twilight Princess is more likely, so I'm going to put that as my guess.
Well, I think Jacob was Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. So you can't.
No, mine. I just put I put just Wind Waker.
Okay.
Because I originally said Wind Waker Twilight Princess, but I changed my mind. I don't think they announced both in the same direct. I think they come out separately.
Yeah. I agree with that. Why do you think that Twilight Princess is going to be over Wind Waker, Logan? Other than the fact that you can't choose.
I don't know. It just feels more likely at this point. Like Wind Waker, like yeah, it's a good game, but like
It's a much
it
better
did just
game.
barely come out on Wii U. I know that Twilight Princess did too.
Twilight
shut
Princess
up,
also.
but like I know
There's
be
been
quiet.
more time between Wind Waker HD and Wind Waker than now and Wind Waker H. Or sorry, there's been more time between now and Wind Waker HD than between Wind Waker HD and Wind Waker.
Yeah, legitimately.
Well, be quiet because I still think Twilight Princess is more likely because I have a gut feeling. I'm going with my gut.
That's fair.
All right. Moving into round 2. This is your first third party pick. So pick a game that isn't first party.
Oh shoot, are there any more first party things?
Yeah,
I didn't realize there were categories.
we're doing 2 first party and 2 third party plus Hail Mary, and then we could do honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
too.
Well, let me look at my bingo card.
Hail Mary.
I have nothing third party on bingo card.
Hail Mary specifically means like it's probably not going to happen, but you really want it to.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have mine for that. Third party though. Silk Song.
Thank you for saying it. Because I couldn't, because we drafted it.
Oh.
But yeah, that's really like
I did not play much of Hollow Knight, but Silk Song, just the fact that I think it's a legitimate possibility as well with all like the new like ratings for the game coming out and everything. Like I think it's close to release.
Ono says Silk Song is canceled.
At this
though.
point, Silk Song has become such a big deal. Like Silk Song is trending on Twitter, now known as X. Like at this point, Silk Song is so incredible that like it's literally the top comment on literally every games presentation I
Seriously.
ever watch ever.
Like
It's
Nintendo
become
It's
such
the
a
three
big deal.
games.
Like we
The
have
three
to
games
get
that have become
another
such a big
Silk
deal
Song
are
release.
Metroid Prime 4, Silk Song, and GTA 6. We're getting GTA 6. Prime 4 is probably happening on Switch too. Silk Song might be coming soon as well. It's actually insane.
Chrono, stop saying Silk Song is canceled, or I will physically come to your house and hurt you.
I like Silk Song is such a big deal that I could see
There
them
is
doing
still
a
hope.
trailer. I could see them doing a trailer for Metroid Prime 4 and then being like, but wait, we're not done yet. We still have one more thing. And then showing off a trailer for Silksong and have that be the one more thing in the direct. People would
I
be
don't
so
even just want a trailer for Silt Song. I'd be
I
good
just
with
want a
just a date. I
release
just
date.
want a date.
Jacob, what do you think the
Huh?
possibility of them shadow dropping the game is?
For Silk Song?
Zero.
Silk Song, I think it's possible actually.
Can you imagine the
I think
hypeness
it's
of
0.1%.
seeing the
Okay.
A shadow drop would go so nuts. But like
I think they shadow drop either Prime 2 or Prime 2 or both Prime 2 and 3. I know that's not super related, but like I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree. The reason I was saying Silksong is just because it's an indie game and like it'll be a hype. Oh yeah, Silksong is coming in like 2 months or whatever, and then people will kind of like forget about it until release. Whereas if they
But if it's a shadow drop, it
they're like,
it has so much of a reputation that everybody's just gonna impulse buy it.
Silksong is out, I better get it. Like legitimately,
I
people will pause the direct.
probably won't play it, to be perfectly honest. I will probably impulse
literally,
buy it if it's a
Silt
shadow
Song
drop.
got shadow dropped at the direct, I would just stop watching it and go play it on my Xbox because I have Game Pass and it's coming out on Game Pass day one. I would literally just go play it. I would stop watching the direct.
Well, a lot of the times they drop them right after the
Yeah,
direct.
it would be is coming like it will be there outside of
Later
Yeah,
today.
go.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I guess it's my turn. So as you guys know, the Devolver Digital Showcase was a few days ago. They showed off some pretty good games, but they didn't
On
show off the
Wednesday.
one game that they showed off last year that I'm really excited for, which is the Plucky Squire. If you haven't heard about this game, it is I don't really know how to. So you can it's almost actually Link Between Worlds in that you can go from being in a 3D plane to being in a storybook, and like or like on a cup or the side. It's hard to explain. Go watch the trailer. That is my.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of it. It looks so cool.
And we didn't get anything on it on the Devolver Showcase, so I think that that's like a shoe-in for a direct announcement here. And I would just love to see it because I really want Plucky Squire to come out. That is my answer. Logan, do you
Okay.
have a 2D game? 2D.
All right. For
Third party.
my
I said
first
2D.
third-party game, for my first third-party game, I know we said we're gonna have like one crazy prediction at the end, but to be kind of honest, all of mine are pretty crazy. And I will be showcasing this by saying that Deltarune Chapter 3/4 is gonna get a trailer.
Oh, that would be sick.
I would be so happy about that. Oh my.
Deltarune, I'm pretty sure Deltarune has been in a direct before, so it's not
No, yeah,
It
impossible.
has
it
chapter
was.
1 and
Chapter
2
1
coming
and 2
to
were.
Switch. We're both in
Yeah,
direct.
yeah.
I would be.
Undertale
So,
coming to
like,
Switch was
and
also in a direct.
yeah, and in the newsletters, Toby has been saying that like Chapter 3 is pretty much done, and now they're working on Chapter 4 almost exclusively. So I think we could at least get a
Yeah,
trailer.
and they said that they were really
Maybe
close
not
to
like
finishing
And
beta
it.
maybe like a
release, but at
release
least a
window,
trailer.
like
Yeah,
fall, winter or something.
holiday 2024.
Yeah.
Like I could definitely see that. Yes, please. I would
Absolutely.
kill for some Deltarune news.
Oh,
Legitimately.
also
we'll
there was
find
I
leaked
know,
music.
right?
There was leaked music from the game, and there's a saxophone. And I doubt this is the case, but it's possible that it's Insane in the Rain music playing on the Deltarune
That would
soundtrack
be
because
incredible. I would
he's
love
done
to.
collabs with Toby Fox before, and that would be amazing.
I think you're talking about My Funky Town. That wasn't leaked. That was actually just revealed.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I thought it was a leak. I still hope
no,
it's
it
Insane in
wasn't
the Rain.
leaked. That was officially put out there by Toby.
I could definitely see.
Never mind then. It
Yeah.
sounded good.
Yeah.
I thought it was leaked.
Yeah, it sounds really good though.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I love that song. All right, circling back to Jacob for your final first party final first party prediction.
Prediction.
Prime 4.
That's very bold.
Well, I was gonna
I
take
think
that.
it
Dang
happens.
it. You stole my prediction.
Really?
Yeah.
I think if it's gonna happen now because there's no way it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Nintendo never makes a game that they have announced for one console exclusive to another one. They always, like Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess, both of those launched on the consoles they were announced for and also next console. I think potentially they give us a release window like spring 2025. And then when they reveal the Switch 2, they reveal that Prime 4 is launching on both Switch and Switch 2.
Okay, I
I
think they
think-
will do that. I don't think it will be this direct, though.
I think it
I
has
think
to
it
be
will
this direct because we
probably
need
be
at least a
this
reveal. We need a
September.
trailer to show at least some of the game. Then we need a trailer to show the release date. I don't think they show the release date in the first trailer, although they did do that with Dread.
I believe that
I
Prime 4
just
is the
don't
holiday
see
game.
Prime 4 being at this point. Even if it is a simultaneous release, then there's no
It
way
could
it's
be
this
the
direct.
holiday game. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's-
It could be if it's a holiday game this year. I think we get a release date, but then it doesn't get a Switch 2 version. I think it's just playable on Switch 2 through backwards compatibility, but I don't think we get an exclusive Switch 2 version.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that will be like plays better on Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever, like enhanced on Switch 2.
Yeah, like
I think that's what it's gonna be.
enhanced graphics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
just
agree
don't
that if
see
Prime
it
4 is going to
getting
show
this
up, it's
direct,
going to show up here.
so I don't
Wait,
like it.
it's not going to show up in the September
All right.
Direct.
I really think
Oh, I
it's
guess-
more likely to show up at the September direct.
If it's a spring release, then yeah.
I
Not-
think we
not
get
to be like
I think we get a
counter or
teaser
anything, but I
here
just
in this
don't see
trailer,
it
like
this
not
one,
like a
'cause,
logo tease or a name tease.
It
'Cause, like,
depends on when it
Nintendo- Like,
releases.
they already did a logo
If you-
tease, so it wouldn't make sense to do two of those.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I think we do another teaser, but like not like a teaser as in like super teaser like they did with this one, but an actual teaser trailer.
Yeah, with like
where we get
gameplay.
some like gameplay and cinematics in a little bit, and then we get a full gameplay trailer with a release date in the September direct.
Yes,
I guess that would make sense.
I agree with that.
Okay. I can see the logic, but I just don't know.
And actually, what they'll do is they'll do a big gameplay trailer with a release date in the September Direct, and then they'll do like Nintendo Treehouse afterwards and like show off the game.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna happen. All right, I guess it's my turn.
And I think after they do the Prime 4 announcement, they say, looking forward to Prime 4? Well, you can also play Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered on Switch later today or something.
Yeah, and they'll be the same price as the first one, but not as good as the first one. It won't be like a full remaster.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll
unless
only
they
do,
saw,
like,
because I'm
$30.
pretty sure the first one sold really well, if I remember correctly. So it's possible that they're like, oh, let's actually like fully remaster these ones, because there's a lot of reused assets between the games, so it wouldn't be as difficult as the first one.
That's
Especially because it's a remaster. They're not building it in a new engine. They're just taking the old stuff and updating the visual elements.
Agreed. Oh, I guess I should
Preston,
go.
do you want to give us your next first party? Yeah.
My second first party pick is I think we're going to see a brand new Donkey Kong game. But not a Donkey Kong Country 2D adventure. It's going to be a 3D Donkey Kong adventure made by the Odyssey team, which has been the rumor for a while. And I think this is going to be
You don't think they put it on Switch 2?
No, I think this
instead?
is going to be the one more thing for the Direct, and it'll say like coming 2025 or whatever. Like Nintendo always says there won't be anything for Switch 2, but then they show something that's going to be on
True.
both of them or whatever.
Like they always say, like, oh, it's focusing on titles in 2023, and then they show some
Yeah,
2024 stuff or
exactly,
something.
exactly. Starring
Well,
yeah,
okay,
focus.
so
Starring Donkey Kong, starring Donkey Kong Jr. JOONYER says Chrono. But yeah, I think that's really possible, and it would be just such a cool, especially with the Donkey Kong Land coming out. And what has the Odyssey team been doing? They've got to be doing
Yeah,
something.
we needed. Yeah, well, no, we need. I honestly, I feel like they've been making the next 3D Mario. So I don't think it's the Odyssey team. I think, since Retro Studios does 2D Donkey Kong, I don't know. I feel like maybe Next Level Games could get it.
That's actually who, like you said, if
Next
it's
Level
if it's
Games
not
would
the
do
3D
Next
Odyssey
Level Games
team,
would do a good job.
then yeah, it's got to be Next Level because
I think Odyssey
the-
team's been working on a new 3D Mario
Especially if you're
for
like
the Switch
basing
2.
it on Donkey Kong 64 or even Country, just the amount of expression that that next level could give all the characters would be so fun.
Yeah.
But also,
Also, speaking of Donkey Kong 64, I feel like wasn't there like a leak of Xbox and talks of shutting down Rare? If that's the case, I think Nintendo needs to buy Rare.
I don't think that that's happening, considering that Rare is releasing a Perfect Dark game later this year, I think, or it might have been next year. They announced.
Well, never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
I
they
guess that
announced
was just a rumor then. I didn't watch
Okay,
Summer Games Fest
So,
or the Xbox Showcase.
here's my thoughts on a new Donkey Kong game. So, I don't think it will be a Switch game. I just don't. Like, at this point, Nintendo is closing out the Switch with just like a bunch of ports and remakes. And I could see it being like a thing where
And
it's
maybe
like,
Prime 4.
oh, they announced this game, but they don't tell us it's on Switch 2 or something like that. But like, I feel like Nintendo would rather go in the direction of like just being like a big blowout year for the rest of the Switch instead of trying to like tease things for the Switch 2. So even if there is a new Donkey Kong game coming, I don't think it will be at this direct, let alone on the Switch at all.
That's fair. It is more of a September Direct game, but I'm just putting it out there in case it could happen.
Oh well, that's fair. Honestly, I shouldn't be too critical of your guys' games because like I'm going like crazy with these.
Yeah, you have Delta
Um,
in 3 and 4.
okay. So first, let me explain my thought process for my next first party pick. So we've had Mario RPG last year, right? And then Thousand Year Door just barely happened. So clearly, we're like bringing back all the aspects of Mario RPG.
I know what you're gonna
Oh,
say. I know what you're
focus of
gonna say.
Nintendo.
Mario and Luigi.
So what if they bring back a Mario and Luigi game?
I
But
would love
not
that.
just any
But
Mario
who's
and
so
Luigi
happy.
game. They have been going on a pattern. Well, Mario RPG is like the only one in this franchise, so like they had to do that one. But Thousand Year Door was kind of like an arbitrary decision in the franchise because I know it's like one of the best and most popular ones, but they easily could have done the first one or Super Paper Mario. Those are all great options too that I've
They
heard
would
lots
not.
of things about.
They would not remake
But they
Super
chose
Paper
a
Mario.
random
That game is
entry
too
in the
crazy.
series.
I think if they remade Super Paper Mario, they might like try and adapt it to the Thousand Year Door style because it has a similar like story structure to the Thousand Year Door. It's
But
just imagine
just
Super
some
Paper
of the
Mario with
things-
that
some of the
gameplay. Sorry,
things-
I'm not going to go on a tangent.
Yeah.
Some of the things that Super Paper Mario
Okay,
does in
so
its story are just like I don't think Nintendo would do that today.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
okay, so just the fact that they chose an entry in the middle of the series gives me hope. So like Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story have had remakes already, right? And then Partners in Time was already wasn't it a DS game, I believe?
Yeah, Partners in Time was DS.
Okay. So what if I'm thinking like it could either be Partners in Time, or what if they decide to go with a bit of a newer one and they do Dream Team?
I knew you would say
Or
game.
Nintendo makes everybody hate them and they do Paper Jam.
They wouldn't do Paper Jam. I don't think they would do Paper Jam.
I don't know. Nintendo's been pretty consumer friendly recently.
So
But
I think we either get
it's time for them to be
a
out of touch
remake
again.
or a Dream Team remake. One of the two. I'm more leaning to Dream Team just because that's like the only one I've fully played and I really
I
love that game.
legitimately,
But
if
think
I
it
had to
could be
actually
either.
guess, I think Dream Team. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Dream Team makes the most sense because Paper Jam wasn't the most well received. I would really kill for a Partners in Time remake because that is the only Mario and Luigi game that I've actually like 100% beat. I got really far into Superstar Saga, but I never actually beat it, and I love Partners in Time a lot. But I know Logan has the same love for Dream Team, so I won't.
Yeah,
I actually
Dream
haven't
Team
played
is
very
by
much
far my
Mario and
favorite.
Luigi
Also,
games.
like the one that I played the most. So
I know about the Mario and Luigi games. I've played a little bit of Superstar Saga, but I haven't actually played very much of any of the rest of the series. So I'd love that
yeah, me
remake.
too.
All right.
Yeah, really, Dream Team was the only one I played to finishing, and then I've made it a decent way into Superstar Saga, and then played like 2 seconds of Partners in Time. So
You need to finish Superstar Saga so you can play Partners in Time. That's what I've been saying for forever.
yeah,
but you need
I will do that eventually.
Jacob, do you want to do
Oh
your
yeah,
second?
that's my second first party prediction.
Jacob, do you want to do your second third party prediction?
I am trying to think of what it could be.
What's like a big third party game that hasn't arrived at Switch yet? That could definitely come.
I'm definitely not looking up third-party Switch games to be excited for.
Definitely not. I can go if you want for me to come back to you.
Oh, wait, okay. Is this one supposed to be like the what's it called? The Hail Mary for third party?
No, this is just a normal third party. Hail Mary is its own category.
Okay. Oh, okay. I have a Hail Mary then. It's third party.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put that there now before I forget. I'm trying to think of what a third party could be. I don't play enough third parties.
I could do
Hmm.
mine and see if that gives you any inspiration.
Yeah, you go first. I'll think
I'm
about
actually
it.
gonna change mine because I had a better idea. Pal World. I think they're gonna announce Pal World to come to Switch.
That would be sick.
Because
Do
that
you
game
realize
exploded.
how non-willing Nintendo would do that because of how similar it is to Pokemon?
They don't
Nintendo
care.
would not be in that.
They do not care.
No,
Have you
Nintendo.
seen the stuff?
Nintendo would care.
Have you seen the stuff that Nintendo has allowed on the Switch eShop? Pal World would be allowed on the Switch eShop.
Oh yeah, it will be allowed. I just don't know if it will be allowed in a direct.
Yeah, they
But it's
put it in
it's a high profile
direct.
announcement of a game that everybody loves, and it would generate more hype for the company. So, and I don't think that we're seeing anything
Straight
Pokemon
ripoff
in
of
this direct.
Pokemon. Like,
I think it's going to be Pal World. Like, legitimately, I think that that's going to show up. It's really popular. It could run on the Switch. Would it be the best version on the Switch? No, but it could run on the Switch and people would play it and Nintendo would make money. So I think it's going to happen. Cronus' Game Freak would throw a fit. Well, deal with it, babies. Make a better game next time. Pokemon Company. That's more directed at Pokemon Company than Game Freak. But yeah. I can give you my other idea, Jacob, if you don't have anything.
interesting.
Okay. Wait, is Balatro on Switch already?
What?
Is
Ballad?
Balatro on Switch?
I've never heard of Balatro, so I'm assuming not.
Really? I haven't played it, but I'd quickly check if it's
Oh,
on
it is on Switch.
Then. Switch, dang it! Why does the Switch have all the indie games? Well, not Animal Well. I'm just looking at the
Animal
indie
Well
games.
is on
Why are
Switch.
all the indie games that I know of on Switch?
I know Animal
What
Well.
were you gonna say? Sorry.
You could steal. This is what I was gonna write before Power World. It was
Oh
probably
wait, I have it. I think I have it.
Okay.
Let me just confirm it's not already on Switch. Pizza Tower. No, it's on Switch already. Dang it. No, wait, that's a concept trailer.
Yeah, Pizza
It's not
Tower
actually
is
on
on
Switch, I
Switch.
don't think.
I was like, yeah, no, there's no way Pizza Tower's on Switch. That would be incredible.
Yeah,
Have Pizza Tower.
I mean,
and
like
Anthem
Pizza
Blast
Tower's kind of lost most
on
of its
Switch in
hype
the same
now.
year.
Pizza Tower has kind of lost most of its hype now.
Okay, but imagine like if it came with an expansion for Switch.
That's Pizza Tower
I mean,
plus
I guess.
new DLC announcement.
I mean, it does seem
Pizza
more
Tower plus
likely than,
Bowser's
like,
Fury.
the
Pizza
other things
Tower.
you guys have said, aka Power World. So
Pizza Tower plus Peppino's Fury. That would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's a good prediction. That's a big.
it does seem
third-party
likely.
game.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I could also see
It's
Anthem
just like I
Blast.
feel like
My,
it's gonna fall off for it.
Anthem Blast is the other Pizza Tower that's really good. I could see that showing up in here.
So, do we go back to the original order, or since I just did mine, do we want to do yours and Logan's then mine?
Well, I just did Power World, so Logan can do his, and then we can do Hail Marys.
Oh wait, no. For some reason, I thought Logan already said his. Never mind. My bad.
All right. So I'm gonna go with a bit of a safer option here. I'm gonna go with we get a trailer for Epic Mickey Rebrush and a date.
That makes sense.
Actually, yeah, that'd be cool. Epic
'Cause,
Mickey,
like,
I played a
it
bunch
was
of
already
Epic
in a
Mickey 2.
partnership, so clearly Nintendo cares about the game, and like it has been a minute since we've heard
Yeah.
anything about it. So
Yeah,
I think we
I
could at
played a
least
bunch of Epic
show
Mickey 2 on the
Nintendo
Wii
about
growing
it.
up. Didn't get through the first world, and I'd love to try the first game.
Yeah, that would be cool. I do want to try. I want to play more Epic Mickey, and I can definitely see that being trailered here, like a sizzle reel or something. Since
Yeah.
we already did all the third parties, honorable mentions, I'm gonna really quickly shout out. Before I was gonna do Power World, I was gonna say Lethal Company, because that would also be just really big on the Switch. But I don't know how they do proximity chat.
Are we doing honorable mentions? We could do honorable mentions.
Yeah, we can do honorable mentions real quick.
Sweet.
Mm-mm.
I now
Yeah,
need
I need to come up with
to think of
another
an honorable
another
mention.
game. Oh wait, I can look at my Nintendo Direct bingo card. Mario Party.
Yeah, I think a new Mario,
Mario
Party
Party.
would be good.
I don't think
No,
new
we don't
Mario
have to
Party
write those
maybe
down, but
like bring back like collection of old ones.
yeah,
I think new Mario Party. I think
Really?
a brand
Okay.
new Mario Party.
yeah. I mean, it's
I mean,
been
we've
long
already
enough
had
since the last
3
one.
on the Switch, so
We've had 2 on the Switch. It's been 3 years
2 on
since
the
the
Switch.
last
You
one.
know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I mean, they had a bunch. They had 3 on N64. They had what 4 on GameCube. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
makes
out of
sense.
the realm of possibility. I think.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I
Any other
suppose
honorable
that's
mentions, or should we move on to our Hail Marys?
fair. Can I throw out Silk Song as an honorable mention?
Yeah, that was already on there. We don't need to throw anything out that wasn't already on there. Jacob, do you want to hit
Okay.
your Hail Mary? I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay, this would not just be a Hail Mary for Switch, which is a Hail Mary in general. If this does happen, I think it gets revealed, and then it later gets revealed. And they never show the Switch logo. It turns out it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Realistically, I don't think this is going to be in this direct. Honestly, it would probably be in a different direct if it does happen. But I just really want to talk about it because I think it is actually really possible, despite how impossible it seems. So you know how everyone always says Valve can't count to 3?
There's no way.
Portal 3. I think. Okay, I have reasoning.
Portal
I have
3.
reasoning.
Portal
Hmm.
3.
Portal 3. Portal 3.
Hmm.
In a Nintendo
I
Direct,
think.
first of all.
I think it's okay. I think it's a Nintendo exclusive or PC Nintendo. Not. It's on. It's gonna be on PC because Steam.
Yeah, it's got to be on
I
Steam.
think.
Valve. That could be
I
a
think they make it
thing.
a PC
Portal,
Nintendo
like a
exclusive.
Nintendo Switch
Here's
console
why.
exclusive.
Okay.
Portal 3. That would be
Or I think
such
it'll
a
be
good
Switch
get.
2 probably because graphically I don't know if they'll make it run on the Switch. But here's the thing, they put the companion collection only on Switch and on Steam. They didn't give the Portal companion collection to Xbox or PlayStation. And Portal plays amazingly with gyro controls. I played the games for the first time on Switch, and they play so well with gyro controls.
Wait,
It
there
just
was a
doesn't feel
gyro
great to
option?
only use stick
I didn't even
controls.
know there was a gyro
What?
controls option on Portal.
There's an option for it. But it doesn't feel great to
Huh.
just use the sticks, in my opinion, for a game that's designed to be controlled with a mouse. But having the gyro controls so prominent on Switch and they don't exist on Xbox, so typically they're not on Xbox PlayStation games because the version for those consoles are typically just copy pasted from each other. I think that it's very possible we get Portal 3 on Switch 2. It gets announced here, and it later gets revealed that it is only going to be on Switch 2 and Steam and not Switch 1. I could see perhaps a downscale version of the game for Switch 1, given Portal 1 and 2, Portal 2 especially, already look really great on Switch.
Yeah,
And
that's
I feel
cool.
like Portal as a whole, like in terms of gameplay, it's not super graphically intensive. So I feel like they could make the environments look pretty decent on Switch without sacrificing much. So it's possible for it to be on Switch, but I think it'll definitely be a Nintendo Steam exclusive. Is this completely unlikely? Probably, but that's why it's a Hail Mary.
Fair enough.
It
Yeah,
is indeed
that
a
would be
Hail Mary
insane.
goodness.
Hail Mary goodness.
The community
my
would so break if there was a Portal 3.
everybody would break. Just the world would stop
Mm-hmm.
existing. Twitter would just die. Portal 3 would kill everything.
Mm-hmm.
Portal 3 would just break the internet entirely.
Mine is
All the wires that actually like physically connect it just burst.
yeah. Mine is quite as mine is not quite as out there, and it's more personal than like wide ranged. But I really want a new rhythm heaven game.
Oh, that would be sick.
How did I have a feeling? I had a feeling.
I loved Mega Mix. It's the only one I've played, but I loved it.
I've only played the DS game, and it is like the original one, and it's so fun.
It is very fun, yeah.
Rhythm Heaven is just such a great franchise, and I think like that's a perfect. Hey, this is the end of the Switch's life cycle. We can throw out like a nice rhythm game, and like even just a port of Mega Mix to the Switch. Like I would take it. But my Hail Mary is a brand new game, completely using like the Switch's gyro controls. You could use the IR sensor as like
That would be so cool.
it would be so good. I would legitimately kill for a new Rhythm Heaven 8 game. So that's my Hail Mary.
I love the animation style of the Rhythm Heaven games as well. Like we saw some with WarioWare, but we haven't. Other than that, we haven't seen a bunch of that on Switch.
Yeah, exactly. I think it like they could do a lot of cool things with the Switch, in my opinion, and I want it to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Logan, what's your Hail Mary to finish off this episode?
Okay. Just like yours, this is probably very much a personal one. This would not be Nintendo doing fan service. This would be Nintendo doing me service.
Splatoon
But,
4?
Okay. So let's flash back a little bit. Okay. Not Splatoon. All right. So Nintendo Switch has not had very many good Mario sports games. We've had Tennis Aces, which I think was a good game, but a lot of people disagree with me. And then Mario Golf Super Rush was a very meh game. And then Strikers, it had potential, but there was just no content to go along with it, right? So what if instead of them trying to make a new Mario sports game, they bring back an old classic? They bring back my favorite Mario sports game to date. They bring back Mario Power Tennis.
Oh,
They take Mario Power Tennis and they just remake it from
Mario Power Tennis
I think more likely.
the console
I
that
like
already
this
has the
thing
Mario
more
more
likely is
Tennis.
we get an. I think more likely we get like either a port or a new entry in either the Mario Sluggers or the Mario Hoops
Yeah,
series.
Sluggers
That's
is
what I
one of
think
the
is most
games.
likely for
But
sports.
this is a
We
Hail
drafted
Mary,
Sluggers.
and this is doing me service. So I want
Ah.
Mario Power Tennis respun.
I want Mario Power Tennis. Give it to me, Nintendo.
Give it
There's
to
no
me.
other reason.
I mean, if they do GameCube Switch Online for the next console, you very well could have it.
That's true. But yeah, there we have it. That's everybody's predictions for the Nintendo Direct. I hope you enjoyed this long episode. It's been a fun time talking, especially to GameBlock. Again, you can check all of his stuff down in the description below. It's all right there. And
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure to have you.
It's been a blast. And thank you for Dastardly John, Zomber, Mint Riolu, Chrono, Sid, and everybody else who is listening in live on the Discord. Again, you can join that link in the description below. And there you have it. I think we've finished up the episode. So you want to outro us, Logan?
Yeah, that is it for episode 61. We welcome you all to season 4. It's been a great start so far, so here's to more of that. But we will see you all next time when we go
Off the wall.